I'm a trooper. I do what it takes for
Dang right you
greatness.
are. That's why we keep you around. Right. We are, the stream is live, my friends.
All right.
And,
Good to hear.
for record's sake, we're gonna do one more little character lead-in. I just primed you guys for that, and hopefully you're sweating by now. John, you want to go first with Jam over here?
Sure. I am Jam. My character is a Warforged cleric. He was built by a man named Jerry Mankiewicz from the magical land of Boston, Massachusetts, and he has been sent to this realm to basically open a collection of stores in Jerry's name, and just to spread his good word, because Jam is Jerry's amazing medbot unit. He's here to. He was built to just heal people and spread his good word.
Have you heard their good
All
news?
hail Jerry.
All hail
Have
Jerry.
you heard the good news?
What do we? What's the year in Boston, Massachusetts, from when he comes from?
Ooh, you guys have never
Curious
asked him that,
about.
actually, now that I think about it.
I've never really thought about it. Honestly, it's more fun to just imagine it's
It's,
2024.
yeah, I know, right?
There's
I
just
was
some
thinking the
mad
same thing.
scientist out there right now
There's still dirt,
Yep.
creating
you know,
jams.
garbage blowing down the sidewalks in Times Square, but the robots are out there healing people. All right, we might as well just keep going down the line. Thanks, John. For Jam's introduction, Jerry, why don't you bring us up to speed on Kalen?
So I'm playing Kalen. He is heavily inspired, because I'm not super original, but he is heavily inspired from the Store of My Archive. And if I gave too much detail about why he's here, it may spoil some of that.
No,
So
keep it deep,
basically,
or keep it shallow.
he, we talk about it talks about the great lie in the Store of My Archive. He found out the truth behind that, and he decided to leave Roshar and come to the Scattered Shores with his Spren Lunaria, and he is basically a Hexadin because, you know, I want a big magic sword that I can summon at will,
Everybody does.
and
Everybody does.
yeah, there we go. I want to hit stuff hard.
All right, Jerry, that is Kalen. Right back down the line on the screen here. Ryan, why don't you give us what Vice got going on?
All right. I got a tiefling male, handsome, bordering on beautiful.
No problem there.
Unusual with dark gray skin. And some tattoos and lightly dressed. Dressed for the weather for sure. Always has a coin on him. In fact, as a sorcerer, it is his spell focus. And he's a bit mysterious. He kind of keeps himself, but he likes to play games, dice, cards, any kind of gambling stuff is right up his alley.
He's a resident gambler on the ship, and he's second in line to be the bosun, so he's got a little bit of sway on side the storm chaser. Ryan, thanks, buddy.
Sure thing.
Zach, why don't you give us Rimbane's?
Rimbane was kind of born on an island where there was just two factions of kobold, and they just sat there and fought all the time, and Rimbane was kind of sick of it. One day during a battle, he got shoved to the front lines and got wounded, and so he just kind of dipped. Found an opening. He said, "Nah, I'm out."
I'm out.
And he ran to a forest, found a mystical tavern run by a satyr. The satyr let him in, healed him up, just let him stay there in the tavern. Tavern was, like a fey tavern, so it'd kind of like flip in and out, go different places.
Jumps around in time and space a little bit.
Yeah, it just kind of goes to, whoever needs it. Few, kind of selectively chosen. Make sure you're not saving like a bad guy.
Yeah, right. Like that new movie Spirited that just came out. I don't know if you guys watched that.
The good
I
guy
have not.
tavern.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah. At least like a decent guy,
Yeah.
Some redeeming qualities.
And while he was there, he picked up, that's where he picked up his alchemy background, right? Because he started off as the cleric. Was that correct?
Yep.
All right, cool.
So that's where he kind of like, learned how to take care of a tavern because he did the chores, learned how to cook and clean. And he was heavily inspired by the tavern, and now he wants to set out and make a tavern of his own to help adventurers on their journeys.
Sounds like a worthy goal to me. And he's putting, I mean, you're putting bags down, right? I think you guys got some money right now, so.
Not doing too bad.
Working towards what you can. And I rolled a 7 for absolutely no reason at all.
I think it's the most money any level 3.
Attacked by 7
Has
so
ever had.
I know, right? No, I promise that was a mistake. This time. All right, cool. With you guys leading in, I posted videos on the YouTube channel for anybody else who wants to get deeper into the lore and the character backgrounds and all their stats and all that kind of stuff. That can catch you up, but we're just going to jump into tonight's game so we don't slow anybody down. We can get some things taken care of. We left off on... we were on the inventory aisle. This massive island that you all had assaulted from this front here, made your way onto the beach, cleared it out, commandeered the ship that we just saw on the last screen, decided to take a short rest, recrew, and move back in since you saw more heard more folks on the inside. So you guys reassaulted. When you came back, there seemed to be some fortifications in place. That didn't slow you guys down. You made a little bit of a roundabout path through here. Met a bug guy friend or something. He aided you a little bit in the entrance of the cave and then kind of dipped out. So maybe we'll see what goes on with that. Positioning your cannon at the entrance, you fired your way and moved your way in, cleared out the defending hero party that was helping these pirates, and discovered that there's a secret coup of merfolk on the inside that were actually making deals with these said pirates.
Damn gillies.
Dang gillies sneaking up on your guys' ship. So we are gonna jump in at the point where our friends here, Jam, Rimbane, Vice, Kalen, and you guys brought your second in command, Seraphina Stormwind with you. Person, there she is. And she was on the boxes with Rim. And Sam Oceans, the Air Kokoro lookout, was also with you. They were hiding on the boxes over here. After a brief interaction with these characters in this pirate inventory space, you managed to, well, you pissed them off. You called these larger folk here in the front, merfolk here in the front, that they were thieves, and them being honorable warriors, they are definitely not thieves. They said, call us out again and, you're gonna regret it. And, Jam, what did you say after that? I forgot.
Well, they specifically said call us thieves. So Jam said you are thieves.
So now we're on initiative. So, in that case...
And we are beat up.
And you're a little beat up. You guys worked in here pretty good.
Struggle to get here.
So we're gonna go with some battle formations here. We already have... No, we did already have. See what happens when you think you know what you're doing.
Jam likes to follow orders.
Hey, you didn't do a bad job. Nobody's
Might
mad
just
at
be
you yet.
me, but my Tailspire does not match your stream.
Let me tell you why. Because I don't do the thing that I don't do every time we play. Summon players to board. Alright. You'd think after, what is this, like probably, this is the 5th session we've been running, you'd think I'd have it down by now.
Oh, you're good.
I can't do that. Technology's I'm almost 40, leave me alone.
Yeah. It's hard.
Cool, we're getting back to here. Did we roll initiative before we left, or did, I had to delete it, so we're gonna roll again. That just makes it easier. How about that?
Listen, we'll roll better tonight than we did last night, because that was rough.
Maybe
dice.
Maybe that's just what we needed from the beginning.
Decent start with 13. Fuck.
Jam with the big 2. Just slide you towards the rear, just in case.
I rolled a 9.
9 for our Rimbane.
17.
17 for Kalen.
Okay, I am at 20 HP on my D&D Beyond. Is that correct? Did I get healing? I don't know if I did or
I
not.
don't believe you did. I think you walked around talking, and you guys were moving pretty quick after you grabbed the bodies. You threw them around the corner, and then the conversation ensued. And then you guys walked out, and so there was no short rest or top off, I believe.
So
But correct me if I'm wrong. If I missed something.
I don't think
You
I
also
got
would have had a time, Jerry, if you have a potion on you, during that conversation, you could have downed one if you thought you were down, if you thought you were a little lower. I don't care.
I used it during combat. It's okay. We'll be
Sarah.
fine.
Okay.
I got
Sarah, 16.
Spoilers.
Jerry, you got the 17, right?
Yep.
And then Vice?
Lucky 13.
Lucky 13, not bad.
Oh.
Hey, not bad. You go before the guys that hate you, so.
Very nice.
This guy's down here. Oh, goes after that guy, and then I gotta roll one more for the main, for the guy. 15 for him. So, wow. You got a 13, Vice, you said?
Yeah.
So that guy will go right before you, and the duelists go right before you also. And I did forget the pirates also. And they rolled an S20, so turns out the pirates are going to go first. So one of them, this one here, he doesn't, I don't think he fully gets what's happening here because he kind of missed it. So what he's going to do is he's going to aim the cannon and just look at his friends and shake his head. This one here is going to dash and climb to get a better vantage position for the ranged attack, and this one here is going to walk over and just methodically load the cannon while the one behind it holds the torch. Apply that turn order. Let's see, Serafina, I think she kind of feels she knows what's going on, so she's gonna climb up to the top here. And no, she's got one more left, so let's go ahead and throw a fireball. And she's gonna throw it right here. Because that looks like a good spot to throw a fireball right now.
Every single one of them is going to fail the save, including the cannon.
Well, we'll see what happens. It wouldn't hurt you guys in this position, that's for sure. So fireball thrown. I need 1-2 dex saves from these guys in the front. One is going to succeed. Dex saves from 3 pirates. One is going to succeed. 2 guardians. One is going to succeed. And the royal merfolk. He's actually going to roll twice. And he'll succeed. So... the fireball erupts and causing 27 damage to the failures. This massive explosion. There's only one downside to this. Is I'm gonna make the fireball light the wick on the cannon.
Yep.
And it's gonna fire. And I didn't pick between Vice or Jerry, but I actually think do you guys want to do rollies to see who gets the cannon shot?
Yeah. I'm down with that. You are?
Sounds good.
But the
D20
bright
when
side
we're
of
done.
all of that evil is that both of the pirates fall, whether or not half damage or not. This guy's gonna take 13. This guy's gonna take 13. And this guy's gonna take 13. So that is, that's gonna be Sarah's turn. What'd you guys roll?
Do you want to do a D20?
Yeah, just do a d20.
D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
D&D
Alright,
Beyond.
16.
Oh, I should have rolled second. I rolled a 9.
Ah, Kalen, here comes, you know what, it's gonna be disadvantage though, because no one's actually helming it. I wanted it to shoot at least. That is gonna be a 16 to hit.
17 AC. Thanks.
17 AC. I don't know, how do you dodge a cannonball flying at you through a fireball?
I'm just
Vice
gonna, like, you know, I'm gonna try to
carnival guy.
look graceful, but I'm just ducking and covering, dude. I'm just diving out the way. I don't care.
All right.
Slamming myself into the ground.
Nope, you got as flat as you possibly could. After you do that, Kalen, it is your turn to respond. You're up, buddy. You got a couple of merfolk and Vice after that.
I'll look at, you know, my, look at something over my shoulder that nobody else can see, like, man, that was close. And I'll stand up, and I'm going to take a deep breath and dump all of my lay on hands points into myself.
All right, good. Not a bad move.
I think it's only 5 right now, but you know that's a good chunk of health.
So 5 up. So it puts you at 25.
No, I'm only at 11 right now.
Oh, shoot.
Quite low from last combat, yeah. And then where's Jam?
Are you supposed to be generating 2 temp hit points every turn still? Also.
Yeah, I do have 2, so
Okay.
I'm at 13 total. 13
Okay,
out of
so you do have your 2 temps. All right.
That's not too bad.
Ooh, so you really wanted to miss that.
Yeah, I really did not want to take that cannon shot, and then I really wanted it to miss. We'll take a defensive position. See how far is this? I can definitely move there. Actually, I'm gonna jump up here. That's not defensive. We're gonna hide behind here. And I'm gonna peek my head around and very bravely Eldritch Blast from behind the barrel.
Very bravely, Eldritch Blast. Which one are you aiming at?
We'll do the one on the left, closest to Vice.
All right, closest device.
Yep.
You sling a Eldritch Blast from behind cover. Skaponimo. Go ahead and roll that dice.
Where did that go? Nope, that's not it. It's damage. This one. This one. 10.
10. 10 is going to hit his coral and barnacled armor and burst into energy. And when you see his face again, he's just grinning at you. No hit.
A good soldier knows when to take a tactical step back. When to take cover from a cannon.
Yeah,
Well, I guess it's already been shot, but still.
Yeah, you knocked out those guys. All right, that's our Hexadin. The response to that from our faithful leader of the Mer people here. He heard you call him McGilly, and now he's a little disappointed in you all. So I think what he's gonna do is, he's going to move forward, climb upon a stack of boxes to where he can get a better eye on all of you and see where that fireball came from. And he's gonna look up at Seraphina and say, "Come," and wiggle his bony fingers with long fingernails towards him. And then Seraphina's gonna make a save. And she's not gonna be able to control herself for just a moment. It looks like she fully plans on dropping everything and walking towards this gentleman. And he just looks over at you all and smiles and says, "Stop now, or she dies." The duelist in the front, he is going to approach Vice and try to grapple you. Vice, and he gets a 24 for that grapple.
There's no way I can beat that.
So he grabs you like on both shoulders and just squeezes you a little bit and stops with pressure, and holds there. And Jam, this one is the one you insulted. He's going to action dash to get into combat with you. Vice, it is your turn. You did hear what the merfolk royalty did say.
I heard it, but do I heed it?
Up to you, my friend.
I don't want people touching me. So
Me either.
I'm gonna try to fly straight up with this guy grappling me. I'll like grab onto him back.
Okay. Grab him back.
Fly straight up.
So you have to successfully grapple him to be able to move at all, because he's grappling you, your movement speed is 0.
Oh.
So you'd have to do the counter grapple, basically, to be able to move at all.
I'm not gonna do that. I've played the game before, I promise.
we know. It's a lot of rules, man.
Alright, I won't do that. Too. Instead, I'm gonna do Form of Dread.
Ooh, okay.
Eyes roll back, turn white.
Yes.
Sort of a smoky fog emanates from my body, and my fingernails grow a little longer, and my teeth get a little sharper.
Cool.
Yeah, and I take 1d10. Let's see. So, 1d10. Get 9 temp health. That's huge.
9 temp.
9 temp health.
There you go. Form of Dread. And then, what do I need to do anything because of that?
Let's see. If I hit a creature, he can make a wisdom save, and then if he fails, he's frightened.
Okay, so on a hit, you can cause fear.
Yeah, so that was a bonus action.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. He didn't hurt me. Son of a bitch. I wish he did.
Okay, so
I will action Toll the Dead.
Absolutely,
On
why
him.
not? Okay,
On
totally
him.
dead. He's hurt too, so that'll be the big boy hit. What do we gotta do?
Wisdom 12.
Wisdom 12. That's not their hottest spot. But he rolled a
Oh,
natural
you
12.
son of a bitch. Can I silvery barbs that?
If you want to, absolutely. You want to roll again?
First little slot. No.
You can give yourself advantage for whatever you do next. It's up to you.
Nah.
Okay.
Good.
12. He's
None
going to
of my slots.
succeed. He's going to succeed that then. As the bell rings above his head, he shakes his head a little bit. His eyes discombobulate. His grip never loosens. So that will be a fail. Is that you, brother?
I believe that's it.
Alright. That brings us next to the Merfolk Guardian. The Guardians are going to... well, they're going to do what they do. They're going to take positions. They're not going to approach. They're going to take positions surrounding their leader. Effectively, with their shield formation, they are giving him half cover. If 2 of them are within 10 feet of him. Then we're going to move up to this bandit up here. She's got to roll a gut check, which is going to be a constitution save. She saves. As much as she doesn't want to listen to that crazy wizard, fish wizard, she's going to. She is going to ready an action, pointing at you, Vice. Sam Oceans is going to fly up and land very softly over here. And he is going to ready his action to shoot her if she decides to use her readied action. So that should work out pretty good there. Sir Rimbane Rosebud, I'm not certain they know you're here yet. What are you doing, buddy?
Fresh my memory, what'd the guy say? Attack her and we die or something?
He said, basically he told you to stop her. He's gonna kill Seraphina, and you know that she has been charmed by something.
Okay.
You might be muted, Zach, if you're talking. I can't hear you, buddy. I can see Rinbei moving.
There we go.
Hey, there's my boy.
I'm gonna run right there.
All right. That's full cover for a kobold, so...
I'm going to let out a little war cry. So enemies, bonus action, enemies within 10 feet of me. All of my allies have advantage against enemies within 10 feet of me.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, the draconic, that new draconic thing.
Yeah.
Dope. Do they have to roll a save or anything?
Doesn't say so.
Nope, you basically just bestow pack tactics on all your friends. Nice.
Yep. And then I'm going to hold my action to use Firebolt on this murder bulk above me if everybody else's actions go off.
Right, all right. I saw this happening in one of my my projections, but you know what? Everybody remember your action, because it might get crazy. Sir Rimbane Rosebud, that's your turn. Jam.
Alright, Jam is kind of confused because this guy told him to call him a thief, and now he's upset. But, he's going to cast, Toll the Dead. So he's basically just going to put his two metal hands and just clap in his face.
And just and the reverberation is resounding.
Yep.
He's gonna roll his 14. What do you got?
Ah, daggone it. That's a 13.
No, natural 14. No modifiers on that too, so they're rolling straight up. Do you want to silver barb that one there, Vice?
Yeah, we need to take some people out.
Oh, you're actually gonna?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I was like, oh, you guys successfully didn't do any damage. You might. That's so funny.
We need to start taking some people down here.
Cool. You want me to roll that again?
Yes.
All right, silvery barbs, natural 20.
Fuck.
You gotta be freaking kidding me! I can't believe I didn't even want that. I wanted it to work.
Well, you still get advantage. You get to bestow advantage still.
Yeah, somebody still gets advantage.
Jesus.
Somebody still gets advantage.
Let's see, on an attack.
Yep.
Fuck. I'm gonna give that to Kalen.
All right, cool. This guy's staring at Jam, feels a ringing in his head, shakes his head a little bit, ringing in his head again, shakes his head a little bit, and then sees a little spark flip from his head over to Vice's fingers, and then Vice sends it to Kalen, and he's just like, "What just happened?"
Oh my goodness.
Oh
That's
my
funny.
goodness.
That's funny.
All right, Jam, he's not grappling you or anything like that. Do you want to try and move?
No. I only got 9 hit points. He's gonna. I don't even know where I'd go. I don't want to leave.
All right. I mean, that sounds like a sound.
I don't want to abandon my party.
Sound reasoning. Hold position. You don't have a bonus action or you guys hold on to your reaction. We will move to the human bandit. She's just holding her action. I moved too early. I had 2 bandits on the initiative on accident, so we're just going to carry that same motion over for this turn. Holding action, pointing at Vice. If you guys attack, as the round goes all the way through to back to Sarah's turn, she is going to be commanded, and she's going to move 30 feet and walk directly into the hand of the merfolk royalty that has told you guys to cease and desist. Kalen, it's up to you, buddy.
Oh Lord.
No
Why? There's like 10 actions hinged on.
There's so much.
I'll peek out. I'm just trying to calculate how strong Sarah might or might not be. How much, you know.
She's
surrounded.
Yeah, she's been around the block before.
Yeah, but even then, I mean, you can't really handle having your throat slit, so.
Very true.
I mean, I'll try. I have advantage on this attempt too, I think, right? So I'll try
yes.
to tell the merfolk, the Gilly royalty,
Yeah.
that we'll disarm if they disarm. We'll just call it. Just it's been some good punches thrown by either side. We need to settle this instead of all dying horribly.
This was a misunderstanding.
As soon as you say that, Jam, you follow up, and your voice is the one that set this whole thing off, but they hear you say that also. This is a misunderstanding. With his knife point fingers around Seraphina's throat, you see him start to push them in just enough to cause dimples where the tips of his fingernails are. And she snaps out of it, but she doesn't move, for good reason. The merfolk creature nods to the two guardians surrounding him. And they both nod back, and they turn with their tridents. They ignite in lightning, and they loose both of them directly at the bandit up on the rocks. As they bury themselves in its chest, the last pirate in the room falls to the ground. Both of them snap their fingers, and their lightning tridents reemerge in their hands. You hear the merfolk royalty look at you and just say, "Smart move." And we will pull out of combat for the time being.
Just murked a bandit. Love it. Love it.
The grip on Sarah's throat does not cease.
I'll say we can hardly have a civilized discussion with the threat of murder hanging over the conversation. We try to persuade them to let go of Seraphine. At least just let go of her throat. I mean, come on.
You're not with these humans, obviously. We had a deal, what we were honoring. Leave us be.
And you see him get tighter on Sarah's throat.
Wesl's gonna look around at the group and be like, "What you gonna do? You got one of ours."
Like,
We can convey that in a look.
yeah, I'll just what's the I want to ask what's the point of all this? Why invading these islands and making deals with bandits, and what's the point?
We're not making deals with bandits and pirates. We're making deals with filthy, above-the-water surface dwellers. You know not what goes down in the kingdoms below, and you care not. We must do what we must do for ourselves. Leave. And she lives.
I'll kind of look at. I'm assuming Sarah's not giving me any old wink, wink, nudge, nudges. She's she's stuck, right?
Yeah, she's looking left and right pretty seriously. You see some sweat. She's very astute. She doesn't really give in to fear, but you can tell that she's sweating.
Yeah, she don't have a way out. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll kind of look to the group and just kind of do the whole. Okay. Yeah. Let's just get Sarah and go. That's fine.
Let it go when we'll be on our way.
He glares at you, Vice, for a moment, and looks at the Eladrin in his hands. Leans in, whispers something in her ear, and looks back at you all and shoves her forward. She stumbles a little bit, but then rights herself and pulls her coat down, shakes it and rubs your throat for just a second. Not enough to show like it still hurts, just like, that didn't feel good. And she walks towards you all. Turns around and says, "Might I ask your name, friend?" He looks with a very sharp, toothy grin, not unlike an anglerfish. His eyes begin to glow with bioluminescence.
You'll know soon enough. You all will. Now go.
Sarah looks at you all and goes, well, I guess we made a deal.
Yep. That's I'll try to. Well, let's see. We already took the. Yeah, we already looted the Purple Knight. Okay, yeah. I'll be like, yep. Let's go. That's fine. Better to leave with our lives than worry about anything else for now.
As she begins to walk out, Vice, she actually hears you say that, and she goes, yeah, I'm not gonna leave empty-handed either. Each of you grab a crate on the way out. Let's get out of here. The entryway is clear, making your way back to your rowboat and back to the Storm Chaser is with relative ease. You guys exit the cave, get to your boat, and powder your way back. Before you go, everybody needs to roll me a D100 to see what piece of cargo you grab from the inventory island before we cut scene.
Oh,
32.
Wait, two 50s?
Oh,
Jim and I
dang.
both rolled 50?
Jim and you both rolled 50s. Let's see what we got for 50 then. That is going to be... oh, wow. I mean, talk about restock. You just found 2 chests full of 2d12 water-breathing potions.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
So each you roll a d12, and that's how many water-breathing potions you restocked the Storm Chaser with.
I do not breathe.
3?
Oh.
Oh, there he is! The guy who doesn't breathe, but he takes care of his guys, you know? That's what he does. He takes care of people. Full case. So that's 15. Somebody write that down in your guys' crew inventory. 15, 15 water-breathing potions. You said 32, Vice?
Correct.
Give me a 1d8, please. It's gonna be fantastic.
Fancy new dice. Do me right.
I'll do you right.
3.
3. So it's the 3 plus 4, so you get 7. And I say 7 live chickens. So you grabbed the crate and you open it, and what do you know? Poultry. Not too bad. Rimbane, what did you roll?
I'm getting hungry anyway.
Cheesy. Dangerously cheesy. Yeah, it's stuck in my head now ever since you said that.
Yeah. A little bit of foghorn leghorn with Chester Cheeto.
Yeah, I'll just think about it. A cheesy rooster. That's what Vice is.
Oh man, am I a cheese dick?
I hope not. I very much hope not. Schmeg. Zach, what did you say you rolled?
17.
17, alright. It only took me asking you 14 times. You happen to... You're a little bit more astute. You don't just go grabbing crates, and you're a little bit smaller. But you do pull back a dirty cloth covering a spyglass that is inlaid with like gold filigree on silver tubulature, and the lenses are opaque and white. So, fancy new spyglass. Might have something more to it if you spend a little time looking at it.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I wrote down
I would
fancy
like
new
to look.
spyglass.
There you go.
Better not disappoint.
You best remember.
Vice would go up to Rimbane and want to trade. Vice doesn't have. Vice doesn't have cows on his hands, and it doesn't like heavy lifting. It certainly doesn't like dirty chickens.
I'll lift it for you, sir, but the glass is mine.
That sounds fair.
How about I just carry that back? You carry this back.
What kind of gentleman would I be if I don't assist both of us?
There you go. That's right.
Would not be a gentleman at all, sir, but you are. So you're helping Vice
again.
carry his chickens?
Yet again,
His
Vice
chickens
gets out of
and my
manual labor.
spyglass.
Oh, that's awesome. Vice, as you muster around the ship a little bit, and you notice where they got put because there was nowhere else to keep them, they're walking over and pooping on Dread's coffin inside the brig.
That's not cool.
It's just making you love chickens so much more.
I would definitely go fight the chickens. Shoo them away.
Do him out, yeah. You see Gastro Greenleaf, the wood elf chef. He's like, "What are you doing, Vice? Get out of here! I don't have anyone else to keep them. Give me a day, all of them taken care of. Get out of here. Get."
They're shitting all over the place.
Well, clean it up when I get them out. Get.
Just bites his teeth. Clenches his jaw real hard and walks out.
I promise you'll be the first one to go in on the drumsticks. How about that?
Oh, I'm more of a white meat kind of guy, but all right.
Oh, breast man. All right. Well, let's see what we can do. He moses up. Don't go back in there.
I'm a chicken nugget fan myself.
Grind these up and turn them into pink goo, please, and then and let them solidify. That'd be delicious.
Some dino friends.
Dude. Oh my dude, I bought those for my kids sometimes, just because like you want to think that they're delicious. Doesn't matter.
You gotta have stuff like that in hand.
Oh, dude, doesn't matter how you cook them. They're gooey. They're just mushy now. I'm like, I can't. How do I do this to my kids? Nope.
Air fryer, buddy.
Oh yeah, air fryer does change the game. Costco's got those. Those white meat. They're called bear something or whatever. But man, those are good. It's like real chicken nuggets. Like it looks like flaky meat instead of Play-Doh.
Actually looks like muscle tissue, not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, not white Play-Doh.
Yeah. That's how I get my fix now.
Sounds delicious.
That's so funny. Oh, all right. Not to segue too much from silly garbage. You guys make your way back to the ship. Sarah meets you guys on deck at the top, and she just turns around and says, "Don't worry about giving the report to the captain. I'll fill him in. You guys do what you need to do."
Excellent. I'm gonna make my way to the magic detecting device.
He's going downstairs. You guys have a couple of things you're gonna spend. You might spend a little time here, right, Rimbane?
Yeah. I'll clean up the room while I wait for the microwave to, finish
Fantastic.
cooking.
Yep. Cool. So you go down the stairs and approach the mirror of identification.
Polish the mirror a little bit.
All right. What items are you identifying, and which one are you doing first?
Let's see. Let's pop in the shield, tooled with Elven script.
The shield tooled with Elven script is a Sentinel shield.
Ooh.
Good.
I think all of you guys know what that is. Indeed.
Is that the one that gives you advantage on initiative?
I believe it gives you advantage on initiative. I don't have it loaded up right now. Advantage on initiative, and I think if you...
Perception checks, I think.
And perception checks, and then it also has something to do with movement speed, I think. But you'll have to look that up to be certain.
You feel Jam rising up behind you. Like, what have you found?
You have advantage on initiative rolls and wisdom / perception checks.
Yep, that's right. That's the Sentinel shield, that's right. I was thinking Sentinel feet was mixed in there for some reason. That's what happens to my brain. Everything just starts to become one thing.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, buddy. Let's go ahead and what's the next one there, Rim?
A medallion made of small shark jaws and puka shells.
Roll a d6.
And... Ooh.
2. Is that dexterity? This is a +1 dexterity ASI Nick. So whoever puts this on, it does not require attunement. Just takes up your next slot. +1 dex.
+1 dex.
All right. don't remember if the purple half plate was magical or not. No, it says not
Says
magical.
Masterwork.
No, it was just inlaid. It's purple dragon knight armor. It's inlaid with wording. It's more of a ceremonial, or yeah, ceremonial is the word. Armor.
I do have written that's +1 AC.
It is master crafted, so you are correct.
Okay. Let's see. There was a master crafted longsword. That's not magical.
Nope.
There was a rod of filigree platinum.
That's right. And that is going to be another roll table for that one. Whoever, Rimbane, you're identifying. Roll that D100.
That's going to be a big 97.
A 97. Not a bad roll.
Can't be bad.
I'm going to let you pick, actually. I'm going to let you
Yeah,
pick
That is bad. Don't
between...
let him pick.
Okay. Then you don't get to pick.
No, I'm just
I'm going to
kidding.
let you pick. They're drastically different is the reason. I'm going to let you pick that this rod, when it's attuned to one of your unique slots, can be used as a... one charge of sending is recharged every day at dawn.
Oh.
Or you can use it for your spell focus, because it's all the metals that line up with alchemical type of reagents. You can use it for your spell focus for a +1 to your attack and DC. So you can have an ultra utility, or a very, very specific to you.
Either way, you win. So
Yeah, either way you're winning.
I'm thinking since we got water breathing potions in abundance, I don't really need the cap. So I can always just make myself another arcane focus. I believe. With
With your abilities.
does Jam get sending? Is it a cleric spell?
He will.
Yeah.
I think it's a 4th level.
Eventually.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I know, right? No, I can't wait for you to talk to Jerry. I'll just make you talk to Jerry, says he's here. Yes!
That's
Easy.
dangerous.
It's the best.
Just remember, Jerry has a Boston accent.
Yep. I'll see what I can do.
we'll do sending.
Alright, so this rod, you can use the sending spell once per day, recharges at dawn. After you cast, obviously it's gone until dawn. You, it will take up, to be able to use it though, it, will take up one of your 3 unique item spots.
Alright.
Cool. And then, do we
And-
have anything else?
Oh, I got some,
Fox said
charm
that.
in the shape of a fox head.
Oh, that's right. This one's cool. I'm actually going to pull this up so I can read it to you, but it is on D&D Beyond in the Homebrew collections. I think that we got this one from our friend Griffin Saddlebag. This is the Foxfire Charm. This charm is decoratively shaped into a fox's head, and it is always slightly warm to the touch. It's 4 inches across, weighs a ½ pound. If the charm is placed in a sufficiently hot fire, such as a campfire, forge, or oven that fills up a 10-foot cubic, 10-foot cube, up to a 10-foot cube, the charm begins to glow red hot and creates a harmless but comfortably warm fire elemental in the occupational space. Basically, it summons a fox familiar for you that is flavored as a little fire fox that has a 10-foot radius of bright and another 10 feet of dim light. And if you summon it this way, I'll even say you can throw it into a torch. A candle's too small. But once a day you can heat this thing up enough, and out to 100 feet, this thing will telepathically obey you.
You can also use it to search for information.
You can. Matter of fact, you can set it anywhere you want. Yep. And then, yep, we'll just, every time you pop it out, we'll roll a d6, see how many hit points it has, and then, bingo bongo bongo. So that's the Foxfire Charm.
And then the spyglass.
And the spyglass is a Mariner's spyglass. This spyglass, when attuned to one of your unique slots, perception checks while surveying at a distance are at advantage.
I had written down that we found a loot as well.
I believe the loot, wasn't that... I think it was just a really nice instrument that was worth money. Unless... Give me 1 second.
Engraved with, I said, magical runes.
Magical runes. Oh, wait, I know which one it is. Give me a sec. It was going to be a Charisma ASI loot.
Oh.
Interesting.
Oh yeah, you want that too, never mind.
So +1 Charisma while performing this. And actually, you know what? I kind of want it to be a little bit cooler than that because the picture I have, I'll give you guys later, is really cool. It will also allow you to cast... it'll give you the Prestidigitation cantrip.
We might be fighting over that one, Kalen.
I have prestidigitation. Okay, I think I spelled that right.
Prestidigitation.
Yeah. And what was it? Like, what was the actual item? Like, I know what it does, but like, what was it? Like, yeah, what's the item look like?
It's a lute, the instrument, like a mini guitar thing with a rounded back, but it has runes intricately carved going down around the barrel, I think is what it's called, the center hole where the strings go over, and then going up the neck. And then the little twisties also look to be pretty expensive. The tuning, I don't know what they're called. I'm sorry, twisties.
Tuning twisty knobs.
The tuny twisty knobs up on top.
Well, I mean, there is some stuff I can take for sure, but, you know. Let's see. I mean, who's gonna use the Jam's gonna use the Sentinel Shield, right?
I would very much like to use the Sentinel Shield.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good for Jammer.
That'd be good.
I'm cool with that.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna grab a quick beverage, my friends. I think if you all want to take a little fiver, right now we'll jump back into it and we'll get the next map up, see where you guys are heading, and you can divvy out your stuff real quick.
Yep.
All right, we'll
Sounds
be
good.
right back.
Here we.
Yeah, as we disperse loot, I take it off my inventory, by the way, so, or like my notes, so. Just FYI.
Absolutely.
+1 Dex necklace. Who wants that?
Doesn't really do me any good right now.
Yeah, it's not good for me right now, but I may be wearing half plate for a while, so it could be good for me later. Also, we could sell it. But I mean,
Well,
if no one else wants it, I'll take it as a hand-me-down, and if someone else needs it later, I'll give it back. But who has 9 decks right now? They should take it.
I have 9 decks. I didn't mean to
Okay,
do that
yeah.
dex
Just
roll.
take it in.
Yeah, that'd be good
Yeah,
for you, Rim. Give you another AC.
Is that a utility slot?
Next slot.
I don't have a next slot read down.
Oh, so you have one. You can write that down.
Alright.
We might even add more. We're still playing with it. Because you see all the items aren't like doing a bunch of stuff like normal D&D items. They're kind of just like stepping you guys up. Once we get into blues, we'll start getting like multiple stacked abilities and all that kind of stuff.
Alright. Purple half plate +1 AC. Cool. That's some fashion
Nice.
souls too, you know.
Yeah, but my armor gives me swim speed, and it's half plate.
Jam, did you
Jam.
want the +1 necklace? That served you?
Oh, no, I already got a +1 wisdom necklace.
Nice.
So yeah, half plate +1. I can use half plate as well. I think Jam can as well.
Yeah,
Y'all can definitely use it, because mine gives me a swim speed.
I think Jam is half plate. I can't remember correctly.
Oh no! Right now I'm just wearing scale now.
Oh, scale. Do you even? I thought don't Warforged have an innate armor class?
They changed that in one of the updates.
Oh, they
You get a
did.
+1. You get a +1.
I don't know if I like that very
Yeah.
much.
You used to be able to add your proficiency bonus, which is
Jam, do you
insane.
want to play the... I know we've played a couple rounds, and I didn't know that that was the case. I like the old Warforged better. Do you want to switch to that and have the baseline AC 17?
Oh, I know nothing about the old Warforged. Is it?
Yeah,
The
the
same
whole
except
thing
for
is
the
like if
armor
you're a
class?
if you're a Warforged cleric, the whole cool thing about it used to be that you didn't have to wear armor. You still got an AC 17, so you grab a shield, you're at 19 as a cleric.
Well, the new one is you just incorporate it into your body, so you're not technically wearing it.
I see what you're saying.
You have the same bonuses.
Oh, so it still adds up to the same stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
okay,
they do get a
okay.
+1, just natural or whatever.
Okay.
The original Warforged used to be that plus your proficiency.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's what it was.
You have like 24 AC at like level.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, I swear Ryan had more AC at this point in our campaign when he was playing. All right. Yeah, we'll just roll with that for now, Jim. You won't have any problems later on getting armor. Plus, you just picked up a shield,
Okay.
right? What are you at? 18 now?
Right. No, right now I'm at 16. I got Scale Mail, which is an AC of 14. I have an AC of 14, and my Sentinel Shield adds 2 AC. I should have an
More
armor
than
class
that.
of 17.
That's what I thought. You
because
should be higher than
You should take
16.
this. You should take this half plate, this masterwork half plate.
Oh, Dexterity bonus is max. Dexterity bonus is not -1.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay,
I-
that makes sense. Okay. I'm glad we discussed that because I would have been at a loss when I was like, "What do you only have 18 AC?" Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yep, that makes sense.
Sure, I'll take that.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, you pop that half plate on. That'll help you out.
Yep. Okay. And then so that's the half plate I can take away. So that's half plate's what normally 16, and that's +1, so 17, or is half plate? No. Half plate's 15.
15, I
So
think.
that's
Yep.
16.
If somebody wants to look
that's
that
a
up.
16 AC. Yeah.
Um,
Because I have
well, I'm
half
still
plate with
gonna
the
have
shield,
a-
so I'm at 17.
so let's get it.
Yeah, half plate is 15.
Cool.
Yeah. So 16 from the 16.
Okay, so
to
now
your
I'm-
AC.
Now my AC is 17.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. For some reason, it just makes better sense to my brain. You weigh 400 pounds. You gotta have some armor, man.
At some point, I'm gonna have to put a bump in the single point in the deck so I can no longer have to worry about a
Yeah.
negative to my AC. But
At least the
that-
goblins or anything like that. Cool. All right.
We have the +1 mundane longsword. I have a +1 longsword already because y'all let me buy, so I'm happy for someone else to take it. +1 longsword.
So it's a masterwork. It isn't magical damage, but it is +1 to the damage the weapon does.
Can't use it. So.
Can't use it.
You could stockpile. I'm sure one of the crewmen would absolutely love to use that in a fight if you put that in the crew inventory.
Zach, you're taking the rod, so I'm taking that off my list.
Am I?
Or you can just pocket it and sell it when you guys make port next, or sell it to another crewman.
Okay, the Firefox thing.
Firefox charm.
Good for
Familiar.
few of us.
Yeah, a couple of people would use that. I'm not really a caster though, so I'm gonna let one of y'all take that. Besides, I have an invisible friend to talk to already.
I'm already crazy
We
enough.
get the Sentinel Shield to Jam. And Mariner Spyglass. I mean, I wouldn't mind that actually. That'd be a fun little thing for me. I'll take that. I'll do what I get out of it. Unless one of y'all want that. Because I am proficient in perception.
We could probably pass it around too, as needed.
Yeah. Or
If you wanted to hold
sell
it.
it. Yeah.
Perception's not my thing.
Mine neither.
Perception is, well, I mean, I have a bonus to it, so I mean, I got a proficiency bonus. Okay. And then we have the
Jam probably did it.
potions and the chickens. Yeah, that's everything that I got.
Cool. And then
I
you
don't
guys
know.
did.
Somebody took
Firefox thing.
Foxfire.
Yeah, who's taking
Oh, yeah.
Foxfire?
I wouldn't hate it. But
Yeah, I'm
somebody
down
else-
for you to have it.
Yeah, that counts as a trinket slot. The Foxfire charm. Everybody's got 2 trinket slots.
check all my slots here.
You guys, I know you guys are nowhere near tapping out, so like once we start building some more items and stuff like that, we'll do a check, and if we need to restructure the attunement thing, we can. But we're low enough level now; it's not really changing the game. So.
Still don't have to ask you 20 times. Can you post the Firefox thing description in the...
Yes, I will. I will do it right now, actually.
Please and thank you.
Firefox, John, where are you? Page 1. Page 1. Here you are.
And then I definitely need a short rest.
I need a long rest.
Let's be
Need
honest.
at least a short rest, I'll put it that way.
It doesn't
I
look
really would
like anybody's looks like they're moving back towards that island that you guys just engaged. Matter of fact, you see Magnus up on the wheel do the Captain America thing, puts his hands up his head and shakes it, and begins to take the ship about, heading back towards the north to put this island at the backside of the ship.
There was so much loot there to take. Should have risked it.
Sometimes,
Crate upon crate of goodies.
if you are where you are standing on the deck there, Vice?
Get back to the thing. Yes. Probably be looking at find some sleeping quarters here real soon.
You'd see Isaac Beach. He's standing over here fishing with Tobias, and he just turns around and goes, "That's the problem with being pirates, buddy. There's always more loot, and you always have to leave too much behind. Don't worry, it'll be there when we come back." And he casts the line out and spits his tobacco into the water.
I don't know how you get used to it. It's eating me up inside.
Oh, wait till this old girl here is flying. You won't even think about that place again.
I'll take your word for it.
Why, you should.
I can already fly. And then I'll just whee.
He flies up and up and up. Yeah, the captain's quarters are closed, and the day shift seems to be turned in for the night. So you guys can do anything you need to, or we can go into your guys' short rest as you begin to set sail away from the inventory island with your newly captured mini cargo gunship strapped to the side of the storm chaser.
Oh, it's gotta be worth something.
Gotta be worth something. You guys got anything you want to do before you go to bed? You guys want to take a long rest and roll for travel?
I want to ask Sarah. Is Sarah up and about?
She went into the uppers quarters and shut the door, told you she was going to talk to the captain, and the door has been closed and there are no lights on inside. It's officially night check.
Are they romantically entangled? Are they in there together?
No, that the top 5 actually all live in there, and the top 5 are all day check. So you know Finn, Ezekiel, Magnus. Magnus is on the helm right now. So Sarah, Captain Kine, Finnegan Ironsides, and Ezekiel all bunk in there also.
I'm going to look to. I think.
What an astute way of asking, Jerry. Kudos. Are they romantically entangled?
You know, I didn't want to go banging in there and walk in.
Ah, you said it.
I'll ask the group who was there. I'll ask them if Sarah mentioned what that merfolk royalty Gilly guy whispered in her ear, and if it's important enough to try and go wake her up to ask her, or should we wait till tomorrow?
She didn't say anything to me. I was a little busy managing my chickens.
Also, I need to have it. That Merfolk royalty was talking about some turbulence underwater. They're doing stuff that's happening underwater.
Might explain
So
why they're coming up.
That's driving them up to the surface. Yeah. Yeah. So okay.
Maybe a bit more to this than we thought. If I had to talk about that with the captain, let him know.
All right. Well, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't imagining that.
Makes sense.
Yo, I caught that too. Doesn't explain why they murdered an entire island, but something's definitely not right.
Tobias over his shoulder, eavesdropping on your guys while he's fishing with Isaac, just goes, "Nobody knows why they do anything, the way they kill anybody. They just do it."
Has this happened before that you remember? Or that we remember?
Folk attacks, seen them my whole life. Nothing new. This is just, yeah, they're a little more organized now, but that's not... Yeah, it's not my specialty. He turns back around, casts out.
I suppose
Halen writes in his notebook, Merfolk are more organized now than ever. Alright.
Alright, you guys hitting the sack?
Yes.
Yes, I think I'm ready to finally sleep. I am quite weary.
You guys did some stuff.
Come on.
We
There
will,
was some battling in that there.
we will sail and go ahead and everybody take your guys' long rest.
Bias, I'm gonna keep my +1 arcane infusion on you.
Keeping it up?
Yeah.
Fantastic. +1.
You know, I think I might make +1 armor for myself. So, these water breathing potions, can we just say we have like one in our pocket?
Yeah, so basically your guys' loadout every time you do a raiding party or a shore party, you can stock up with one water breathing potion, one basic healing potion, and some sort of kit that you might need. It's like if you're a healer, you can grab a healer's kit. There's like the basic kind of tools on the ship. With the amount of looting you guys do, it's very rare that you'll run low on that kind of stuff, but yeah, you always have access to water breathing potions. You always have access to basic healing potions, unless supplies get tight at some point.
Gotcha. So yeah, I'm gonna +1 focus for Vice and then +1 armor for myself.
Nice. Okay. Boosting those armors, guys. Those armors is. Armors is.
Before I go down for sleep, I would just kind of check out that loot and trim the cord a little bit and see, just kind of see what it's about. Seen people play them, but I don't think I've ever played one.
Cool. Give me just a performance check.
17.
17. You're strumming and you think you're the only one that's listening. And on her way to Iraq, Amelia Crestwin, the ship's bard, she walks by and she does a little bow to you and flicks a gold coin.
Just kind of nodding. Oh, thank you.
Jam casts the light on his fingertip and starts waving it.
Yeah, glider. Yeah. Felt like you're at a Pearl Jam concert. Pearl Jam, yes.
I was going with Dave Matthews Band.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Bob Dylan, yeah. No, you guys are on it. You got it.
We know.
Cool. Fully long rested. We have a day of travel ahead of us. Who wants to roll the check? And everybody else roll me some D6s.
I'm gonna jump on it. I will.
See it.
I'll use persuasion.
Persuasion. How are you persuading the crew to efficiently travel?
Keep your eyes out, boys. There's definitely more loot out there. And don't get us killed.
Give me a roll. Performance. Or persuasion.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You see everybody start nodding to each other and slap each other on the back a couple times. Your statement didn't truly inspire them, but it did spawn a bunch of mini conversations between each other that got everybody in a good mood. So that worked out pretty well for you. We are rolling forward with the dirty 20. Everybody else give me a d6. And are we above deck or below deck also when you roll?
I got a 6. I am below deck.
Right.
My usual spot, cooking and cleaning.
Sounds good. 6 down below. Kalen?
I got a 5. I'm using my new our new spyglass to keep watch.
Cool. Go ahead and roll that d6 again. Since you have advantage, I'm going to let you roll that d6 again and try to get a 6. A 1 won't have any effect.
Oh, I did it!
Oh my god, he did it! Spyglass OP. I'm going to take that back now.
Deleted.
Deleted. Oops. No, we don't get that. So let's see. That's a 6 for there, and then Vice, yours was a 5.
No.
I didn't roll.
Oh, that's right. You did perception.
I rolled a
Jammies.
5.
Jammies was a 5. All right. So
I'm above deck.
above deck. Jam, you're helping people with the rigging. You put your arms out, and the guys use you as like an anchor point. If they don't have another hand, they'll wrap it around your arm, run and grab another one, then come to you and unwrap it, tie them together, put them on the right spot, and you're just like the perfect metal stationary post for these guys doing ropes. Really helping these dudes out. But Rimbane, down in the kitchen, what are you making for us tonight? What did you whip up? Because Gastro, from your last performance, when you came down and said you were going to cook, he kind of just took a step back.
I'm gonna make some shrimp Alfredo. Spice up with some Cajun seasoning, make it a little spicy.
Right. Give me a roll on that.
Get some lobster biscuits.
Ooh, yes. Red lobster.
Yeah, we're just going full red lobster down here.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
This
got those
is the red
biscuits, I'll eat
lobster
it.
now.
Yeah, right.
What roll? What dice?
You should do... I think we've been doing performance checks, right? Or have we been doing
honestly do not
your
remember.
cooking tools? I think if you have cooking tools, roll your cooking tools. So that'll be...
I think last time we did like a custom roll.
I thought we did too. I thought it was cooking tools. So
Intelligence based.
I gave you intelligence plus proficiency, I think.
Okay.
Let's do intelligence plus proficiency. We'll just stick with that.
So 13.
13. Right before the biscuits start to burn, you hear a ringing in your head. You're like, oh crap, I forgot the biscuits, because you're working on the bisque. And you turn around and you see Gastro opening the oven. Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Thirteen still highest.
13, all right. It's still pretty good. You rolled over 10. Everybody on the ship's going to benefit from your +2 temporary hit points.
Sweet.
Nice.
Nice 6. And then Jerry re-rolled. He got a 6, right, on his perception check.
Yo.
Jerry, this might be the first time this has happened to Kalen, but as you're looking through the spyglass, you put it up to your eye for the first time. You just start sweeping it around, and after a few moments, it becomes accustomed to you. Basically, as you attune to it, the lens is perfectly clear as you look through. The fog on the edges peels back, and you are looking through what looks to be almost like a black and white shade across everything. But it makes everything stick out very vividly. You can even see faintly the main ley line that you guys are sailing along to the north. Almost like a grainy TV that you normally can't perceive without any sort of training.
Nice. I will, would that information be useful to our mage, that we're this close to it and that I can see the ley lines from here?
I mean, it would probably be useful information for anybody, but you do know that the mages that are ship mages, they have studied weaving, which is basically following the ley lines through magical means.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'll just talk to my little friend Luminaria. Like, I'm starting to get the hang of this sailor thing.
Right?
I think we can make it here.
Yeah, we'll figure something out if we don't do that. Eldritch Blast.
Absolutely. Pull off the rock.
Yeah, right. That's so funny. That is what it is, too, pretty much, huh? Cool, man. All right. So we are heading to the north. A full day's travel to the north. At a certain point, the wind dies down, and the storm chaser lurches for a moment, and then you hear some sort of arcane generator start to kick, and then you hear like a mechanical whirring noise, and it begins to pick up speed again as you feel its auxiliary power source kick in the magical rudder that is on the storm chaser. The lightning that you guys absorbed from that storm the night before is going to give you guys a little bit of propulsion throughout the day, even in dead winds. So you guys managed to make it a full distance up, and you hear... actually, give me one more perception check, Jerry. With advantage.
This one, and then this one, and then this one. 13.
13. You see that there are two splits in the ley line. Very, very small, meaning... You know this by now, that the smaller they are, the less reason the ley line branched, so there's less magical energy in that direction. But it is a symbol that there is some sort of magical energy leading that way, which could be an island, could be, you know, any sort of thing like that. But you do see one branching off northwest and northeast while you're heading north.
Listen, I'll inform the helmsman. These decisions are better left to others. I'll point it out and let them know that, you know, we have the potential fork in the ocean, as it were.
Absolutely. You walk up to Magnus behind the wheel, and he flickers for a moment as you approach and begin to talk to him, and then you almost see like he comes to consciousness, and he looks over at you and goes, "Sorry, Kaylin, say that again?"
The ley lines, they split.
Oh, I wasn't... Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. And he looks up for a moment. So they do. Where do you want to go? Should we keep going straight? Should I cut us to the northeast or the northwest?
Kalen's gonna get immediately flustered and be like, and he's gonna look around for somebody else to make.
Speaking of Kalen, how did you see that?
I'll show him. I'm an honest boy. I'll show him my spyglass, but I won't give it to him.
He just
it's ours.
He just looks at it. Do you mind? And he puts his hand out.
Fine, but it belongs to more than just me, so you know.
Oh my boy, I can see this just with I can close my eyes and see the ley lines. And he pulls it out and pops it in and looks around and goes, "Oh yeah." Slinks it back up, hands it back to you. It's a powerful tool. Can be misused in some people's hands. Following the weave is a very delicate art. It takes people towards places that sometimes they shouldn't go. You see how small those branches are?
Mm-hmm.
That one there? Definitely a kraken. Or something of the sort. I can see it bending and moving. It's traveling farther away, but it's got enough magical pull that the weave is broken in its direction. And knowing what we know from Salt Rock, that could be the one that was heading north from there. The one breaking off to the left there? I don't know about that one. Looks to be blowing in the wind a bit. Wouldn't be any sort of creature, maybe some sort of item. Or ship.
We do have a ship. We do have a spare ship.
That we do, my boy. Bring it to the captain. Let him make the decision.
Yep, I'm good with that. Yes. and I will, start very officially like a military guy. I'll, not quite salute, but stand at attention, turn around, and walk off like I'm doing something very important.
You pop to, and he just goes, "At ease, Kalen. Good job." You enter the captain's quarters. You just going ahead and in there.
I'll knock. I imagine he's quite a few steps above me still. And barge into the captain's quarters. It seems like a bad idea.
You hear a knock on the or your knock reverberates through the door into the interior, and you hear, "Come in," Sarah's gruff voice, and the door swings open.
I will inform. Is the captain there too, or is it just Sarah?
You don't see the captain. You see the door to his balcony open. You see Sarah and Ezekiel Blackmast standing around the map table.
Well, I'll tell them that I'll say Magnus said I should take this information to the captain, but seeing as how most of y'all are here, I'll go ahead and let them know what I saw about the Kraken on the right and maybe a powerful item or source of magic on the left.
Ezekiel stands up and goes, "Well, thank you for that. We definitely shouldn't go that way. If I'm looking at the stockpiles correctly, a little bit off course towards our next mainland and the main ley line. Might be running low on supplies. Not the utilities, of course, the food and such. Gastra is quite wasteful." And Sarah's like, "Yeah, he's on the balcony talking to that weird new guy. Go ahead."
Okay. The captain's on the balcony talking to the weird new guy?
Yep, that's what she said.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll go up, and that, by weird new guy, that is the vampire dude, right?
I think, yeah, you would assume that's what what she's talking about.
Almost forgot about that guy.
You walk through the map room, and as you exit the back onto the balcony, you see Captain Kine leaning over, holding a mug. His is empty, and a very full, frothy-filled mug sitting on the banister in front of Dread, or Stephanus Dragulius. And it looks like Captain Kine just got done laughing, but he's not laughing anymore. And Dread has a small smirk on his face.
I'll just say, excuse me, Captain, I have information that, Magnus thought I should bring to you. And I'll,
yeah, Galen, what? Absolutely. Sorry, we're just, figuring out what this guy's all about. Go ahead, speak freely.
I'll let him know about, I'll tell him the same thing as his people, and then I'll go ahead and tell him that, I think it was Ezekiel said that, we're running low on supplies, so he may want to just say screw all that, and...
Well, I don't hate your idea of sending the new ship off to the side. I don't like leaving many stones unturned, especially when we're traveling like this. At least for a scouting mission to see what it is. I don't trust the wispy ones. But if Magnus thinks that's a Kraken, I want to get eyes on it to make sure. You guys think you're up for it? Taking your own ship?
Kalen will just... Yeah, I can do it. I've learned.
All right.
I can do it. Ain't gonna let the captain down.
You can pick 2 of any of the crew. They can't have a main station. Any of the sailors, take 2 of them with you. We'll make do. We're gonna keep heading north. We're gonna hit the big spot. You got 1 week. Chase down the Kraken, head back to us. That small ship shouldn't have any problems.
Alrighty. Well, Operation Blow Up a Kraken.
Operation, well, don't blow it up. I just it's recon. Recon?
I tend to overachieve, sir.
I don't hate that. Get your stuff together and get underway.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll, let's see, so it can't be any of those guys? Alright. I definitely think, I'll, head back to the group. Where would the group be at? Where are y'all at? I'll try to summon them. I'll send
News
Luminar
team
to-
assemble.
Yeah. I'll tell Luminara to go to gather everybody up. See if she'll reveal herself to them.
I don't think she does. I think she zips around invisibly and whispers in everybody's ear. Go see Kaylin on the deck.
Yep, I'm good with that.
Okay.
Okay. He's just listened to all the weird invisible female voices. That
You are thieves.
pop into your
Okay.
head.
I'll leave my quiet place up at the very top of the crow's nest.
You notice every time you go up there, the very rear crow's nest has a bedroll and some trinkets up in it. Sam Oceans stays sleeping up on the top side too.
Nice. Spot. Very quiet.
I think that's everybody. I'll inform everybody of the happenings that have been happening.
Informs you of what the captain said and that Kaylin, he agreed and said it was a good move.
A kraken, you say? We're gonna go check that out?
Yeah, when we have some cannons and maybe Magnus may help us with some explosives and maybe we can just feed it something explosive.
Good thing I can fly. When you're all dying, I'll be flying away.
Just in case, just in case. We need to have a self-defense strategy,
But I can respect your tenacity for taking a chance. Flips his coin. Just grabs it, doesn't even look at it and grabs it and just says, well, what are we waiting for?
Ooh, nice. Cool scene.
And
Mr.
willing to help.
Isaac Beach, standing behind you, all says, "Wait a minute, you guys are going to chase a big octopus without me?"
Oh yeah, we gotta pick 2 people. Yeah, we can definitely take him, and we need another experienced sailor, because I don't know if any of us technically have vehicles.
Way too
marine
big of a
vehicles.
grin, and with way too much youthful mirth, he leaps across onto your guys' ship and runs straight over to the cannons and starts polishing them. You see his seagull friend Gil just floating around the top of that crow's nest now, or that main mast now instead of the storm chaser.
Sounds good. And jump over with my 30-foot jump.
Oh yeah, trying to be cool too. Right, you guys find your way over to the what's the name on the side of this thing?
Doesn't have one.
What
I can
about, I mean, that's the Storm Chaser. Should we do like the Storm Rider?
Ooh, that's kind of cool.
The Storm Walker? I don't know.
Storm shot. Followed up with the chaser.
Ooh, storm shot. That,
Oh,
take a shot.
clear.
Yeah.
We name it Calm. Because it's calm before the storm.
Ooh.
You guys hear a huge splash, and then the ladder creaking very heavily from side to side, and crawling up over the side, dripping. He goes, "Captain said I could come." You see Caspian Darkwater, normally the night shift head, comes climbing up on the side, and he goes, "I got a beef with that Kraken. I'm certain of it."
Oh, okay.
Looking forward.
He goes straight to rigging. He doesn't even start barking orders or nothing. This is a small enough ship, and it almost looks like he can handle it by himself.
Mice takes out a little Amory board file and works on his manicure a little bit.
Nice. Just
I
tip-
will definitely try to learn how to sail a ship so I can get the proficiency with sailing and stuff.
Cool. All right.
Marine vehicles.
Yep. Every day you helmet, we'll do a roll and we'll see how far you advance to unlocking the waterborne vehicles. And that skill will help and come in handy if we ever get into ship combat.
Nice. Yeah, I gotta transition into becoming a sailor, a marine guy.
Yeah. Got the armor.
Heck yeah.
So we are sitting on the ship, and you see a tensors floating disc holding about 600 pounds worth of goods floating over, and you see Magnus wiggling his fingers. Says, "Good luck, boys. Don't want you going hungry. Remain, yeah, I'm sure you can figure out how to do something with this. It's a bunch of flour, a bunch of bread, a bunch of rice, and a couple barrels of oranges. And it looks like 2 mini kegs of rum have been snuck in underneath the oranges."
Nice.
No chickens.
I've had worse. I've had better.
Gastro said he's doing something with the chickens tonight, so sorry.
Good.
Good. He hates him. Captain Kine comes up, walking up the stairs. Vice, you see a fully sunbathing vampire walking up behind him, and they both look down at the crew. Vice, Dread's gaze lingers on you for just a moment. And Captain Kine goes, "Good luck, guys. Remember, 1 week. Couple days out, couple days back. If you don't find it in a couple days out, you turn around and come back no matter what. You got it?"
Understood.
You guys are replaceable. That ship's worth about 30 grand, so you better come back. Get out of here.
Was I able to insight anything from Dreads? Slightly too long stare.
Yes. You were able to determine that... Give me 1 second. We're going to jump up real quick,
I also
buddy.
have a question.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
You hear in your head, Dread's voice says, "You are not tainted and you are not corrupted. You are not doing my bidding. But know that you are not forgotten. I'll be here when you get back."
Am I able to respond?
No. You are not able to respond.
Damn.
Did it seem like
Head nod.
Stephanus and the captain were getting pretty buddy-buddy?
It's you. You know, roll an insight check if you want to read a little deeper into that.
Where that though? This one. 8.
8. Big 8. It did look like they were getting buddy-buddy. But even with an 8, you know the captain is very charismatic and he can put on a show if he's trying to figure out information. So it's really hard to tell which one of those stances he was actually taking.
Okay. Okay.
Alright. We moving out? I think
I'm
we're
ready to
moving
go.
out. Let me get, I need to grab the old storm chaser. You know what? We're just going to keep it on this screen. We'll just zoom in on the boat for now so I can get another map going. Alright, your guys' first day helming your own ship. You see everybody that's on day check and above deck. They all give you their own form of salute. You shove off. You begin to head in the northwest direction. As you break away from the storm chaser, you realize you haven't seen it from this distance from another ship in a long time. And some of you hadn't seen it this far away since it came into port and picked you up. You are truly on your own. Who's taking the helm?
Well, I guess I will. I'm learning. You know, no better time to learn than when chasing a kraken, right?
Right, absolutely. So you choose what skill you want to use. You describe to me how that helps you captain the ship.
We'll go with athletics. I got a +2 to that. You
All right.
know, I'm dexterous at the wheel. You know, I'm good at well, not dexterous, but you know, I'm good at keeping it under control,
Yeah.
not letting the shit get the better of me.
Good man.
Oh man, it was almost an 18, but instead it's a 5.
Ah, not the best.
What's
Not the
that?
best. And what skill was that again? Sorry.
Athletics.
Athletics. You
Strength.
you are just pumping and pumping on this thing, and like it's completely different. This thing is pretty haggard, like compared to the Storm Chaser, which is a modern marvel in its own. And you're not the best sailor at this point. This is hard, man. Turning this rudder is a lot harder than you thought it was going to be, without Mr. Ember Strand's magical assistance. Everybody else, give me a D6.
Big 4.
4.
5.
5.
I rolled a 2.
And a 2 for Jam. All right. As you guys head to the northwest direction, let me see here. Roll a D20, Jerry.
And so it'll all be my fault, huh? 12.
12. See here. 1, 2, 3.
To be fair, you're the one that saw the Kraken.
I don't need your logic here.
It was a little too big. We're gonna use a different one just for we're gonna go, this one looks cool. We'll go here. Off in the distance, you guys see a lot of fog. And you begin to sail directly into it. And as you do, everything becomes obscured. And you guys are not very seasoned for this. You hear Caspian and Isaac look at each other and, it's a pretty deep fog. Storm Chaser's not behind us, is it? Caspian, I don't think so. We're too far away, off to the west. I guess we just maintain heading. Anybody? Hey, Kalen, use your spyglass. See if we're on the ley line.
Yep, I'll give the helm over and I will roll my. I think it's a +4. Where is it? Perception. Oh no, it's +2. Okay. Bonk. Do I get advantage
Yeah, absolutely.
with the spyglass? 13.
13. You start scanning the horizon, and through the fog, it's really hard to see. But with the negative lens on this thing, you can see a little bit farther. And you notice your ship makes a creaky noise as you pass by a large stone pillar just sticking silently out of the ocean. And as you look to your left and your right, you see that these things are scattered all over the place in different spots. There's no straight way through these almost basalt-like pillars.
I'll yell out, rocks!
I'll definitely take flight. We have a rough idea of how far we can see in this fog.
You guys got about 60 feet of vision right now. As Kalen calls out fog.
I do have Devil's Sight.
Oh, do you?
So, I mean, I know it's not. It's fog,
Well, this
not
is
darkness.
technically
It's
obscured. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
obscured. So
But I do have 120 feet in magical and mundane darkness. You know.
keep kicking that camera like an
I
idiot.
got my Sentinel shield up.
Sentinel shield up. We are sailing now, and the speed that you currently have is a little faster than you're used to this close to objects. You're usually way more slowed down when you dock and all that kind of stuff. So what do you want to do?
I'm gonna grab that torch that's next to me in the back of the boat, and I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna put it on the shit. If I can secure it to the very top of that mast, then I will, and then I'll fly 60 feet above that.
Yeah, I'll say there's even a rung up there. That's easy enough. Why wouldn't there be? You managed to get a torch up top. The fog is so moist up there and dense that the light, as you get down back to the bottom of the deck, you can just see that there's a torch up there. It's not actually expanding much from that position.
I'll see if I can get above the fog, try to get some kind of perspective.
All right, you shoot up As you break through about 40 feet above the ship, it starts to turn into a little bit of a lesser opaqueness, and you see just scattered out in every direction pillars on pillars and pillars and pillars. But inward, in the same direction you're sailing, you start to see pillars with grass on top. And then a little bit farther than that, you swear you see trees. Kalen, roll me an dexterity saving throw to try and dodge the next rock as you skim right past it in the thick fog.
That is not my strong suit.
If you were proficient with ships, it would be.
6.
6. You hear as the ship bounces off on the starboard side, begins to grind across one of the pillars. You hear just like a creaking groan, and everybody on deck just does the crunchy face. It severs some of the rope ties on the side and breaks the banisters, but no real structural damage. You're still going pretty fast to be able to navigate through here any better than you did. You hear Caspian and Isaac go, "We're pulling sails and drop some blocks." And they start running and doing that. Your guys' speed is now reduced down to just a couple of knots, so the check will be lesser. Vice, what are you doing?
I might have heard that cringe.
You definitely heard it. It echoed and bounced on all these pillars.
I'll drop elevation and just kind of let people know what I saw.
Okay.
Doesn't get much easier, but it might be a clearing up ahead. Not a clearing, but I don't know, trees or something.
Trees?
It's hard to see.
Yeah, what do you mean, trees? What? On the ocean?
Doesn't make sense to me either.
Could I, while I'm helming the ship, could I throw the spyglass to Vice and...
Caspian actually walks over and grabs the wheel and says, "Go take a peek," and gives you a little wink. You see Isaac actually, he tosses an anchor over the forward and the back as you guys come to full stop.
Handed me the spyglass.
Yep.
Fly back up.
Flying back up, okay. Flying back up, give me that perception check with advantage.
Advantage, not my strong suit.
Oops, I put docs on accident.
That is a 11, and I got a beer back.
Yep, absolutely. 11. We'll wait till Vice comes back before I give him that 11. As the ship comes to a halt, you guys just hear the waves coming close. You hear Isaac's bird screeching up top. But then you hear him get a little bit farther away, and then you don't hear him screeching anymore. And you hear Isaac look at Caspian and go, "Yeah, there'd be trees over there. Gil found one." Well, we ain't navigating through this fog.
Gotta be some sort of island up there, but we can at least stop and make repairs if we need to as we work our way out of these rocks. No.
We'll take care of the repairs. Why don't you guys go check out what Vice is looking at?
Do we have a dinghy? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, you guys have a foldable boat.
Well, I'm down to start rowing.
I found my tavern in trees before. Maybe I'll find it again.
Yeah, who knows, right? Trees in weird spots. Let me, I forgot to build you guys a boat. A rubber boat on this map, so I'm gonna build it right now.
I guess I never asked if the trees were part of the tavern.
Oops. Gotta remember my hotkeys. Down. X. Boom. Alright. Doesn't look good. Do this. Alright. The boat's getting a little catwampus, but I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. It's melting into the it's melting into the ocean. But you guys are gonna be fine. Caspian says that he and Isaac will stay on the ship and get her figured. So you guys unfold the foldable boat and start paddling out. You are in the thick of the fog at this point, but this is what your vantage point is at this juncture.
I'm going to be just trying to see as best as I can.
All right. Get one guy or two guys, one on each oar, and then somebody can give you advantage on your perception if you want, Jam.
I am not proficient in that.
Well, he has advantage already with his shield, I'm pretty sure.
I think he does. I could go up in the air and fly around and just kind of...
Oh yeah, you had a 13, didn't you, when you were up there? We left off with that, didn't we?
Actually an 11, but
11. No, over 10 with the glass, you can see a little bit better. And as your team is paddling forward, you're getting a better view also. But Vice, you do see these pillars are stacked at just random locations, completely out of nowhere. And you've never seen something like this just sitting in the middle of the ocean. As you start to paddle below Vice, you guys, you start to see that the fog actually begins to dissipate the closer you get towards a cluster of islands in the center. And you do see pillars with grass, you do see pillars with trees. And you also see one pillar with a massive golden double door.
Hmm.
if you know I wasn't losing my mind.
It does help.
And
May as well start working our way over there.
jump up.
All right, so I don't have to move the boat over there. You guys can just drag your tokens over to the place where you can park your boat. Is right by those. You can either continue and climb up one of these pillars here, but easy perception check. You can see that there is a staircase coming out of the water closer to one of them, and that's where we'll start your guys' exploration. I love these strings shooting out everywhere.
Rimband, if you want, I can carry you.
So
Yeah,
this will
I'll take
be your docking point right here.
Scoop under his armpits. Like a backpack. And,
Carrying your boy.
yeah, and then just shoot up, straight up.
That's so cool.
I gotta pretend to be a dragon for a little bit.
Wee.
Rimbane's just doing little,
I'll see what he's doing.
Some fire.
I'll see what he's doing and use prestidigitation to make dragon sounds.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got a cool voice changer that doesn't work with my new audio setup, but it's a red dragon, and I was like talking to myself as a red dragon for like 5 minutes today. It was insane. Loved every second of it.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna cook your village. No. Sound cooler with the voice mod.
That's all right.
You guys, you managed to bank up right here. You ascend some cruddy old moss-covered stone stairway and find yourself on a platform with some vegetation growing. It looks like to be some dockwork interlinking these pillars and ladders. Small platforms leading towards other areas. Looks to be towards the top of the third pillar, a very large, very mildew-covered, unused, but very loaded ballista.
Yeah, how old does this structure look? Does it look like it's been well maintained?
You haven't seen a ballista in a long time. You guys it's been a cannon era for a very long time.
Is that sugarcane?
It is sugarcane.
Ooh.
I believe there's a monkey up there as well.
Mm.
I would like
he's
to use
probably
my...
friendly.
Well, I'll ask Vice to use the spyglass and take a peek up there next to the ballista, make sure there's nothing we're missing from this far away.
Absolutely. You want to roll a perception check on the ballista platform?
Yes. At advantage, that's a 12.
You do see a very old ballista, and the rope looks like if this thing shoots again, this is going to be the last time it shoots. Very old. It does have extra bolts. There's an anchor with some rope. And trees. And around the base of one of the trees, it looks like the mold has spread, and the fungus has began to grow. In the big tree, you see a pot-bellied, very round-faced, orange primate of some sort. Sitting in the trees. His fur is almost the same color as the atmosphere.
The ballista is decrepit upon repair. Might get one shot, but that's about it. And there is a monkey up there. Hot damn.
I mean, how else
I
do you
know
say
if it's. I do not know if it's friendly or not.
That looks to be the way forward, so I think we'll find out.
But I'm sure it's a
Hopefully
wild,
it's not.
wild
Hopefully
animal.
It's not protecting anything.
I suppose there's one way to find out.
That's a risk I'm willing to let you take.
And I will run up behind Rimbane again and scoop him up and fly up to this platform.
You see the large orange primate. Some of you may have seen an orangutan before. I don't know how are you supposed to say it nowadays. I say orangutan still.
Yeah, I don't know that was even in question.
I don't know. I watch the shows with my kids, the animal shows. And that one guy, he says it all crazy. And I'm like, I don't say it like that. Am I an idiot?
It sounds like an accent thing.
Yeah, it probably is.
Like
The
glass
orangutan.
here and vitamins.
Yeah, tomato. He doesn't move much. He notices you get up, and he's like leaning over to one side on one elbow. And he's got an orange fruit in one of his hands, and one of his fingers is in his belly button, digging a little too hard.
I would use minor illusion to make a copy of Rimbane, like walking towards the bottom of the tree, just to see if he's hostile or what he does.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The illusion apparates in front of you as you incantate. It begins to stroll across. Orangutan doesn't even look at it.
Seems like it could be safe.
How dangerous could a monkey be?
Why don't you walk over there and find out?
You begin to approach, and he sits up on his haunches and puts his arms, very long arms, down in front of him. And you see one of his fingers does a little flick maneuver. Oh, we lost Kalen. Oh, he went into the.
I jumped off the edge.
He's sick of being here. It just sits forward and leans its other hand with the fruit in it. It just drops it on the ground in front of you and tilts its head to the side.
I guess I'll
Ah.
go ahead and try an animal handling.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
I am going to walk up to it. I'm going to put my arms up, and I'm going to go, ook.
It's
Again.
roll animal handling. You robot. Not bad.
That's 22.
With the 22, he looks at you and he squints his eyes and he face palms. And he points down to the fruit and he pantomimes taking a bite. And then he points back at you guys.
I do not have a mouth.
Take a bite.
Finally, some fresh food.
Jerry, you pick one up, take a bite.
Sure.
There's the one on the
Yes,
ground.
sir.
The others are up high in the tree, but he kind of swirls his finger saying, like, for all of you to take a bite. And then Jeremy
right.
looks at you and just goes, points his fingers into his hand like he's holding the fruit, and then wipes it on his face.
Alright. I'll take a fruit and wipe it on my face.
It's a tingly sensation on your robot senses, which is strange. You've never actually felt something like that, but you sense its magic being infused inside of you. And all of you, as you digest this, or chew up and swallow this fruit, you hear the monkey go, "All right, that didn't take longer than the last crew."
Oh,
Oh my. Oh.
this is
That-
special, monkey.
Did that monkey just talk to us?
Hello,
Have
monkey.
you heard the good news?
I have. You guys are here. It's great news.
Why? Why is it great news that we're here?
Because you can go up there and go through the door.
What's through the door?
Oh, I don't even know, man.
Insight check.
Go ahead, roll an insight check.
Yeah, I'll insight too.
All right, can I give him advantage?
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
goodness,
give
nice.
Jam advantage if you want. Absolutely. Jam, go ahead and roll twice.
Oh, cool. Alright, first was a 12. 15.
not bad.
With modifier of, where is it? Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Can't really tell. Like he sounds like he's telling the truth. He doesn't like the way it came out so fast. He was like, I don't know. Like maybe he does, but maybe he forgot. That could be a possibility.
Dang. Very secretive monkey. I mean, orangutan.
Great apes. What do you think? You guys think you can handle it? What are you laughing at?
Zo happened a bit fast.
Oh, you came all the way here. I figured for sure. That's why everybody else comes.
We don't even know where here is.
Just happened upon this place.
Me too.
We're looking for
We
a
were
kraken.
following a kraken, yeah.
What is that?
Big octopus.
Big octopus.
Don't like those too much. So you guys going in or what?
Are you the only
Hey,
one
well,
around
that's,
here?
The only one I seen.
He looks left and right. Grabs another fruit, takes a bite. At this point, I need everybody to roll a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh boy.
That's...
Not you, Jam. You actually do not have to roll the con save.
Oh, cool.
You did not ingest this, and you don't have a normal digestive tract.
10.
10.
9.
9. All right. Jerry?
Nat 1.
91.
Oh.
Rimbane and Kaylin, your guys very audibly, your tummies go.
You look accusingly at the monkey. It's like that's messed up, man.
Not for everybody, but at least we can talk, right?
That's twisted.
Where's it? Kayla's looking for a private place to do his business.
It's not ready
Standing
yet, but you
around.
feel something brewing. You got a couple more checks to make before we see what happens with that.
You just lean over the edge.
I'll fall if I fell.
You need to hang two
I'll
over
hold
the
your
banister.
I'll hold your hand to keep you secure.
Thanks,
As you squat.
Jam.
The monkey's like,
that.
You're gonna be fine. Are you guys? I mean, there's got to be something cool in there. Look at it.
How do we get up there?
That's this guy. He points at Vice.
Is this rope with an anchor actually there?
It is.
Can I determine how long that rope is?
Looks like quite a bit of rope.
I think that's probably enough to carry the anchor up to the...
I would even say you have about 100 feet of rope sitting there.
Sweet. If that's not enough, I can add to it. I'll hook it around something sturdy.
Oh, are you tying the rope
And,
up there, or are you carrying the anchor up to this side?
I was going to carry the anchor up there and hook it on something.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to fly up with the anchor a little bit slower than you normally do, and you can sink one of the hooks around one of the pretty rooted trees up there.
Right. And I Fly back. Gesture, whatever, towards Rinbane and be like, "Hey, you want to go?"
I will nod my head.
The orangutan starts clapping. Woo. Yeah, that's a good one. I ain't never seen that one before.
And then
Keep
we're the
going.
first two up there.
Before I head back down to climb this rope, can I do a medicine check on this fungus?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can do a medicine or a nature, whatever one you want to do. Each one will give you a little bit of different information.
Oh, wait. Oh. I rolled a 13.
13 for a medicine?
Medicine.
You look
Yeah.
over this fungus, and the only thing that your medicine tells you is that none of these are purposeful, and they're also not edible. These are just like normal forest growth mushrooms.
Okay.
And none of them are wiggling like your little friend in your bag either.
Still with us.
Wait. Isn't that why we were on that inventory island? Or was that an additional island we just went by?
That may have been just a random encounter. I don't remember. We were definitely trying to check out the Mike and Ed colony. That's a good question.
All right, the rope is on, and the rope is secured.
Yeah, DM, did you hear what Zach said?
Oh, what did he say?
Was inventory island the spore island?
I don't know. You guys went straight through the barrel and left. No exploration outside of it, so could have been, maybe.
Believe we got the tunnel vision.
You just knew you were
Was
supposed to
that
go
island,
northwest, and there was supposed to be a civilized island, was what your information was. I will actually just give you guys to put you at rest. The piece of the sovereign you have with you, the toadstool in your pouch, didn't respond when you guys were on that island, so you could piece that together that it probably wasn't there.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
I would like to investigate these crystals. They look kind of glowy and magical, maybe.
Absolutely. Give me an investigation check. Also, whoever's crawling the rope across is going to have to make a light athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay.
But I think that
Light.
Vice flew Rimbane over.
Yes.
I'm guessing I can guidance myself for my investigation.
How light exactly?
Damn, where did this guy come from with the 19 plus?
Oh, jeez.
Jim, you just get over to it, put both of your hands above your head, and just robotically, hand over hand, just zip across this thing faster than a normal person would.
3.
Jerry, I yell, "You can do it!" and cast guidance.
Yeah, you do. What'd you say, Jerry?
Well, hold on. 3 plus 5 total.
5 total?
Mm-hmm.
You get to the halfway point, and you forgot how hard it is to carry yourself across in half-plate armor. Holy crap. You are sweating. You're gonna have to make another check to complete this rope crawl.
We got this.
Guidance is in effect for a minute.
Yep, guidance again.
I'll use Mage Hand to help him.
Okay, a little boost, You feel 10 pounds lighter as the
12.
mage hand pampers your butt.
I'll
12.
just
Yeah.
Exasperated
Alright!
sigh.
First one was a 10. You got tired, so yours went up to a 12 for the second half, but you got it. The determination of a paladin is not swayed today. Oh, I killed you.
Not to be messed with.
Sorry, we killed Acerak. We can still res.
Yeah, you can res now. You guys approach the top of this area. Rimbane, you go straight for the crystals. Go ahead and give me your investigation for that. Go ahead and roll that, and then everybody else. These massive golden doors go up many feet into the air, higher than any door you guys have ever seen on most structures anywhere. Large beings of some sort probably use this, but why? And they're not supported by anything. They're just resting on the ground.
and knock on the door.
As you reach up, your metallic knuckles king, king, king. Knock on the door. You hear a loud reverberation. Nothing happens.
Hello? Have you heard the good news? I don't think there's anyone in there.
You hear the orangutan go, "Read the runes! Read them!"
Okay.
Rimbain, what'd you get on your investigation?
21.
21. These crystals are the very early formation of Brunestone. They will never reach full Brunestone capacity. Once they get into an actual crystalline shape like this that isn't an actual Brunestone shape, which is, you know, more oval and smooth than these jagged struts, they could have been in another life Brunestone, but these are crystals that can harness arcane power if you know the right frequency.
Could they be used to repair a Brunestone?
That would take an Arcana check. A pretty high DC Arcana check.
I
give it a shot.
can,
Unless you want to do
I
it.
can as well, and I can give bless or guidance.
So advantage and guidance?
Advantage and guidance is a D4. Alrighty. Arcana at 1. Alright, let's see. 17, 18, 19, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Not bad. Nice. DC was going to be a 20. So you cock your head to the side a little bit. You don't know why. But you hear Dread's voice in the back of your head go, "It's a arduous process, but that can be ground up into certain useful spell components for pretty high-level spells. But I'm telling you now, it's a waste of time to pull those out of the ground. You'll never make it back in time."
By the sound of that. I'll let the group know that that can be done, but it's not quite worth the time.
Does the door look locked? Does it have any obvious locks or anything?
It does not. It is a perfectly straight line split directly up the middle, completely symmetrical on both sides. And you do see, like, wrapping its way up the sides, almost in, like, archways with little flower explosions at the top. Looks like it could be disguised magical runes.
I'll read the runes if I can.
Arcana.
Okay.
I can help with that.
Thank you.
2 ain't gonna help. But the going up the edge.
Jumanji.
12. Nice.
15?
15. That's not bad. Jam, you start scanning and your eyes start going through all the text and stuff that you have been programmed to understand. Mandarin, Arabic, you know, you got them all flickering through your eyes. None of them are lining up with what you see, but you do notice a pattern. It almost looks like the bottom, both sides of the bottom are one sentence, both of the middle are one sentence, and both of the top are one sentence. So the left side seems to run on into the right side of the door, but it's also, does anybody speak Sylvan?
I do.
That's right, you do speak Sylvan. You, after, Jam kind of sees through the illusion that's hiding the text on the walls, on the door. Rimbain, you can see through it now after he explains it to you. And you read going up both sides of the wall, going across the wall. One side is the beginning of a limerick having to do with a traveler going too far, and the other side is one finding shadow. And then you have one finding sun, and then you have one finding death. And then you have one finding life, and you have one finding forgiveness. The right side of the door has a very morbid sense to it, and the left side of the door has a very bright and kooky sense to it.
I Like that meme of those two
I
people
certainly
on
know
the
what I
bus.
prefer. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I know what I would prefer.
Monkey's down there. Come on, open it up. Go through.
Let's see if maybe opening the left door is what we want to do.
Ooh, I wouldn't do
Just
the
open the
left.
left
I
door.
wouldn't do the left. I wouldn't do the left.
A happy door?
Oh man, I
open the
definitely
happy door.
wouldn't do the right. Definitely wouldn't do the right.
Is this the orangutan talking to us?
Yeah, you hear his voices coming over the edge.
Wait a second now.
You don't know what you're... He said you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what's going on up here.
No, but I've seen the doors open before. Woo! But everybody wants to
What
do it.
happened?
Now you
I'll
guys
tell you
want to do it.
You told us to come up here.
I told you to get to where you wanted. You wanted to be there the whole time. You can't see two giant gold doors and not want to go in, right?
Can
I mean, you're
tell?
spot on.
Well, I just
I
showed you
tell?
what you wanted.
I'm just kidding.
What'd you say, Jerry?
Insight check.
Roll an insight check.
Is that necklace
Okay,
good
do
for
it.
only charisma checks or just any check? Might get in neck.
So insight checks are a little different because it's an internal thing. He's not saying like I'm reading into this guy,
True.
so there's no real way to guidance or anything like that. Insight checks.
Nat 20.
Natty 20.
Jeez.
You are looking at this dude, and he is not quite all there. You can see one of his eyes keeps slinking over to the right, and then he has to close it, and then it comes back to the center. And he's just staring with a big dumb grin on his face. And his teeth are the same color as the inside of the fruit that you guys are eating.
So he's stoned.
Well, he's something. Matter of fact, give me a Constitution saving throw, Rimbane and Jerry.
I'm about
Nat 20.
Natty 20.
5.
Rimbane, you stand up straight and you move your stomach around a little bit. You settled. You feel fine. Jerry.
I swear.
Getting
It's gonna
closer.
give me like scurvy or something.
Oh, nobody wants scurvy. Ah, that's what I do. I show people what they want and they go. That's my whole purpose. So, go
I
ahead.
have an idea. I
Ooh.
am going to cast, as a ritual, I'm going to cast Augury.
Okay.
So
Pulling the utility spells out.
Yeah, by casting, you receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. DM chooses from the following possible omens: wheel for good results, woe for bad results, wheel and woe for both good and bad results, and nothing for results that aren't especially good or bad. The spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as casting of additional spells or the loss of or gain of a companion. If you cast a spell 2 or more times before completing your next long rest, there is a cumulative 25% chance of each casting after the first, and you get a random reading. DM makes this roll in secret.
All right. What is Jam beseeching another worldly being?
What happens if we open the the door with all the happy faces on it?
Give me 1 second. You feel overwhelming bewilderment for just a second, and for a robot, that's very hard to manage. And you almost feel like you need to go into like a system reboot for a moment, and you shake your head. That door has something crazy about it. Something mind-altering.
Is that wheel or woe or wheel and woe?
That would be woe. well, I guess that would be more of a middle ground. It's even your answer
So it
is
would be
befuddled.
wheel
I guess
and
is the
woe.
best way to just yeah, wheel and woe. It's a befuddled
Alright.
answer coming back to you, and you almost feel like a wave of like confusion as your answer. Like if you open that door, be ready for something like this. Basically, is what it's saying.
Alright. By the way, the flavoring of the spell is Jam pulls out a magic 8-ball and asks the question. And in this case, the answer is wheel and woe, which isn't usually one that pops up. So
It's try again later.
yeah,
Answer unclear. Try again later.
Damn these things.
Did you shake it?
yes.
Could I
Okay,
use
so-
my knowledge or familiarity with the Fae to see if, like, there seems to be a lot of, now that I've seen some Sylvan, there seems to be a lot of some Fae signs here. Can I tell if that monkey is, like, Fae?
Give me a. What are you going to use for that? You're pretty far away for investigation. You want to use your perception or insight?
Looking like either one. I'll do perception.
All right, go ahead and roll perception. Kind of garnering through a magical lens this time. You're kind of taking a peek at this dude.
I got a 9.
9. You can't really tell. You know for sure he's an orangutan. There's no illusion or anything involved. But you can't really discern maybe where he came from. But you're getting heavy Feywild energy off of the befuddled side of the door.
I'm rapidly coming to the conclusion that this is a waste of time and we need to get back to the Kraken.
No, it's not. I swear, it's great. Just pick one.
With gourds of solid gold.
You can't take them, obviously, but they're there.
Even one piece would be worth an astronomical amount.
Well, I wouldn't try taking it apart. I seen what
As all
happens.
this is going on, Caleb
What
is
lies?
just circling the doors, just like, this is amazing.
Beautiful.
It has to go to somewhere, but there's no back end. There's no backside.
Rimbane, if I may for a minute, one of these other pillars has something intriguing on it. Might pertain to your heritage. Come with me.
Alright, I will jump into his arms.
Carry like a baby.
Easily. You make your way down and descend to a platform that resembles some form of garden. In the stone in front of a large statue shaped like a dragonborn, holding a shield with a very astute face, you see a sword buried in pristine condition, not without some stains from bird poop and whatnot from overtime, but the blade itself is completely clean without an ounce of rust. You also see an obelisk to Tiamat and 2 gravestones that are very weathered and almost unreadable.
You get a sense of what language it's in. Even though it's
The
from-
language is Draconic.
I will try to carefully clean off this gravestone, see if I can't, like, clear up what these words say. Kind of brush us some dust away.
As you touch the first one, you actually push a little too hard, just barely touching it, and it crumbles backwards, falling apart.
Well,
What conditions the obelisk in?
The obelisk is in the same condition. Everything here is very weathered,
Except for the sword.
except for the sword.
Certainly unusual. Like any kind of magical sense. I mean,
You can roll Arcana.
Ryan do, but
I don't know why.
I have no idea. It's strange.
I can help you with that Arcana.
Do
I'll look
low
around
advantage. You have guidance as well?
I sure do.
Oh, maybe.
I think you guys are guidanced out. You guys can just have it.
Under any circumstance. 15, 16, 17, 18.
18. You know for
Nope,
certain.
19, sorry.
Even with 18, you know for sure that this blade has some sort of enchantment on it. Any other blade sitting out here for more than a day would look way worse than this thing.
Does this statue's armor kind of resemble the purple armor we found? Do
Matter
they
of fact,
maybe look
Rimbane,
kinda connected?
it looks highly similar. If there was runes carved in the statue, they're faded by now, but the pauldrons are the same. The cut looks the same.
Well, if I'm remembering the armors, let's see. In the shadows of the dragon's embrace, the essence of the ancient one, with scales of amethyst, become like a king, bearer of the power of the dragon. So we might want.
Do you say that out loud?
Hmm?
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
As soon as you finish that, you see the stone that the sword is buried in cracks, and the sword falls to the ground.
All right, Vice. you
Man,
touch
that's
it.
amazing. This is fantastic.
Just the power of a dragon, sir. I
So I
fully
can't
meant to
believe-
do that.
I can't believe you did that. This sword, and I will grab it, is amazing.
As soon as you grab it, you're cursed, and you need to. No, I'm just kidding.
Beautiful.
Perfectly balanced sword. It's really light for a long sword, actually. Very light for a long sword.
This is certainly a very nice weapon. Not really
And-
something I'm used to.
Is there any writing on it, like the armor?
There is no writing on it, but on the hilt, buried inside of the bottom, as you inspect a little bit further, is a very dark pit, and there is a amethyst inside as it reflects light. As you inspect the sword a little bit farther, there is a purple stone buried in the hilt of this thing.
Am I getting magical vibes off of this gem?
You're getting magical vibes off the entirety of this thing,
Yeah, fair enough.
and your artificer brain would also put together like that gem's probably part of the incantation to make that thing be enchanted. Expensive items always, you know how it goes. Big rubies for fire and diamonds for life.
Rimbane,
Well.
I think you've earned that one. You carry it.
I will just start swinging it around wildly. Obviously, no understanding how to use a long sword.
Fly back.
You, Vice grabs you by the ribs and you start flying up, and you just see the sword swinging back and forth as Rimbane and Vice come over the edge. Jam and Kalen.
It's like, holy crap. I knew they were doing something, but I didn't know they'd pull a sword out of the ground.
You hear the orangutan go, ho, 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 ho. Haven't seen that one yet.
What have you chumps been doing? You got a sword.
We can't fly. That's what we can't do.
Ooh.
I
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah.
am
I could have bugged a Misty Step, but
But I didn't.
yeah.
I have
Neat.
one last trick. I have one last idea, but for me to do that, I'm going to have to use the rope to get back over to here.
All right, this will be a pretty easy check. Just to slide down.
Oh. Never mind. Thanks. Okay, what's, what? Oh, okay. Okay, 60.
And what are you doing with that? Oh, that was your check? That's
Um,
perfect. Yep, absolutely. It's just an 8 to slide back down, so you're good.
Okay, so I'm going to look at this orangutan and I'm going to cast suggestion. You suggest a course of activity and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you. Creatures that can't be charmed or are immune to this effect. The suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable Yada yada yada. Target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it pursues the course of action you described to the best of its ability. The suggested course of action can continue for the entire duration. If suggested activity can be completed in a shorter time, the spell ends when the subject finishes what it was asked to do.
So what are you
in this
suggesting
case,
to the orangutan?
Tell us the truth. Stop monkeying about.
With the joke, nice. As you release your persuasive frequencies, you tune in to what you think the monkey would find pleasurable, and you release this energy into his head, and you see him shake his head a little bit. You did say that if they're immune to charm, it has no effect?
Yeah.
He shakes his head a little bit and looks at you and goes, "You ain't getting in here as long as I got my fruit."
Can we leave?
Jam hates this monkey.
I just get it's like opening this door is going to be bad, and we're burning daylight to we gotta get this cracking.
That's how the boy feels. What are you guys doing?
The possibilities beyond this door. Just choose a side. I can't take it anymore.
Flip a coin, what, Vice?
What's my specialty?
Well, Vice, I open this door, you open that door. We see what happens.
Ooh, both at the same time.
Oh, Lord.
I like
And I
that.
tend
We'll be over
double.
here.
Before all this, I will toss the sword we found to Jam.
Oh,
And,
throw it down to him?
figure
Okay.
keep those two, the
Just
set
in
armor and the
case.
sword together, you know?
I'm
They seem to be tied
75 feet
somehow.
away.
That's right, it's going down. That's an easy enough toss. You send it down.
Okay.
I could have tossed it like when we came back.
Yeah,
too.
you could have gave it to him before he slipped over. That's totally fine. So, Jam, you are in possession of the purple dragon armor and sword.
Nice.
He's gonna
Right
come
now,
to
all
me
you know is that
dragging.
it is a very light longsword at this point. Door
Alright.
boys, what are you doing?
I will look at Vice and put
Racing.
my hand on the door. The right side.
The darker side.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll go to the left.
And you place your hand at the same time.
Yep.
You guys put your hands up, and either of you sense a warmth pass into your body from the door to you. And there's a little bit of resistance at first, Rimbane, but then you see Vice's hand touch the other door, and then both of the runes on either side light up, and the door swings inward on both sides. On the right side, Rimbane, you see pitch black. Nice. Absolute
I know we can do that.
darkness. You didn't mean to do that? That's perfect timing.
I didn't know.
That's cool. Is that the game chat?
Yeah, I just hit enter on accident. I want to see if
That's-
it actually pop up above my head.
It did. That was very cool. But perfectly split down the middle on the other side where the other door was covering, you see endless twilight and purple and opalescent and trees that are bigger than you've ever seen and alligators bigger than you've ever seen with really long legs. And you see something flying across the sky with so many different colored feathers you wouldn't even know how to identify it, and it's the size of a house. And there's a weird whimsy on the wind. From the darkness side you hear a screech off in the distance.
I'm not sure where Kalen is, but I was meant to be like circling it. Would I be able to see anything extra on either side?
Kaylin, if you go
With
to the center of the
my
door and look,
magical...
if you go to there and look over to the other side, the doors are closed on this side.
Okay. Do I see anything extra on the darkness side? Like as far as, 'cause it's dark.
120 feet
Can I
in,
see
even
with
with Devil Sight dark vision. Pure blackness. Cobblestone covered in mold. Black mold.
Cobblestone. And then what was the other side one more time, sorry?
The other side, Rimbane recognizes immediately as the Feywild.
I'm definitely more. I would definitely be more okay with a trip to the Feywild, even though that's still very dangerous. But in whatever hell that is.
You hear down at the rowboat or the boat pulling in a little bit closer. Caspian, where do you find him?
There's a
Fedor's.
portal to other. Well, I wouldn't know what those are actually, so never mind.
Say portal.
Do you see Jerry?
Portals to other planets, maybe. There we go. I know about portals to other planets.
Get back down here. We ain't got time for that crap.
Do you see Jerry?
I don't know who
No.
that is.
Yeah, me either. Who are you talking to?
Why are we yelling?
What are we yelling?
I'll
We got a Kraken to catch. We can't be messing around with portals. Just put it on the map. Let's go.
I mean, he's the senior officer, so I'm inclined to follow him. Just that's as far as Kalen's concerned.
As soon as you guys remove your hands from the doors, they slide back closed, and you hear a seal go up the center as all air is pushed out from between, and they go back to making no noise.
Before they close, were we able to tell? Were we just like a random spot in the sky, or was there a ledge we could walk down or something? On the other side?
The Shadowfell, and there it is. The Shadowfell doorway was walking in on broken cobblestone and moss, pitch black everywhere else. You didn't see any structure or anything. The Feywild side was like walking into almost like a crazy meadow with a bunch of weird things.
I am going to use that Rod of Sending to try and talk to the captain of the Storm Chasers, Captain Kind.
Absolutely. What do you send?
he
25
has
words?
to say here. Let's see. 5, 6, 7,
Hoot magoots.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
We got a new. I didn't just say Poot Magoots for no reason. We got a new follower. His name's Poot Magoots.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hey,
Welcome to Wolfpack, buddy.
Welcome.
welcome.
Good old Poop Magoots.
Good old Poot
you heard
Magoots.
about the good news?
The Goots. All right, he's here. They're here. Anybody can go by Poot Magoots. That's
I'm going to
incognito.
say I found a gold fey door guarded by an orange orangutan. Should we investigate? The orangutan says people used to come here all the time. Maybe old legend.
Ooh, is that 25?
Yep.
That was
24.
right at. That was right at it. Okay, yeah. I was counting. I was trying to count with it.
25?
And then you can say Poots on the at the end of that.
Yeah.
You release the energy. You feel it find its mark. Just a momentary pause. You hear Captain go. I don't like the sounds of that. Those places can get kind of weird. Maybe we can check it out later. Put it on the map. Get your eyes on that Kraken. And that's all you get.
Sounds good enough for me. I will relay the captain's message.
The orangutan goes, well, that was boring.
I'll
will
take my my check to scroll down.
Yeah, everybody just roll a DC 8 athletics or acrobatics. Get down the rope.
I'll jump into Vice's arms, whether he has it out or not.
Now you give him a chance.
I mean, it's just what happens nowadays, right?
Throw
Got
my
a
body
9.
at him.
9. Just an 8 to get down, Jerry. Absolutely. Kalen slides down with ease. We'll even say you guys make your way, mosey back to the rowboat, paddle your way back to the ship, and we'll take a little breaky break there. What time is it? We are looking at 10 o'clock. So we'll probably
I have another hour at least.
You guys good for another hour?
Yeah, totally.
All right, let's
Yep.
take a little break, and then we'll come back and jump back into your guys' next leg of travel.
Sounds good.
All right. BRB.
We got plus one. Well, I don't know what it is. Magical longsword.
It's a pristine, should be ruined longsword. Come on, we played enough. We played enough D&D by now to know.
Flame tongue, but purple.
Yep. Something like that. Get you guys back shipboard real quick on... What did we name this one?
Calm?
Calm?
Is it Calm Before the Storm?
Calm Before the
Is that what
Storm.
it was?
Oh, that's a good name.
I can't remember.
Maybe Poot Magoot.
I found out it's my wife, so...
No.
It all made sense when I walked in the room with the smile on her face. Who did you think that was? It was you. Poots Magoots. Alright.
That way it made it big. Oh well.
Pretty funny. We're ripping back to a boat. The fog has risen at this point. You guys have pretty much seen through the illusion of what this place was, but you have marked on the maps. Map making in the Scattered Shores is a little different than most map making. You literally just draw a picture of the island, and then you draw where you came from, and you draw where you think you're going on either side. And that's basically how every map has been put together for the last 1,000 years. So you get a good depiction of the space, and you guys have successfully mapped this, but you do know a way to get in and out of the Feywild and what looked to be the Shadowfell as well.
Useful.
Got you guys back on the shipboard now.
Be handy later.
Could be, could be. We want to continue. Why don't you don't have a weaver on board. So, Kaylin, you are going to have to take a perception check with your spyglass to see if you're still following the ley lines as you break through the other sides of these basalt pillars.
We got... Oh, a 19.
19?
Yup.
Man, you're getting some good rolls. You look up and you guys are making progress, and you're sticking to it. You're right on it. It doesn't shift or anything. It does start to curve off a little more to the west, so now you're heading a little more west-north than northwest. You know that will add time on your pursuit, breaking off from the northern ley line. So you just take that into account for now. Who's helming?
I'll help.
All right,
I'll
Jam.
I'll use my channel divinity to knowledge of the ages to give me proficiency with any skill or tool, and that means
Knowledge cleric.
brain chips.
Cool. What do you get?
I don't know what the... Oh, I get the... I got a 8. I guess.
I'm sure some Rimbane probably guidance you.
Alright, thanks.
If it's a slow check like this, just assume you guys got guidance. I know 2 or 3 of you have it. So
9.
Hey, 9. Not terrible. You do lead into some chop every once in a while, and Caspian walks back and he's like, oh, come on, keep it over here, Jim. Stay on this line of the foam. See, it's almost like a line you can follow. And he points it out to you, and you gain some knowledge of sailing because you retain knowledge pretty well. Everybody roll d6s for me.
Ooh.
6.
You say 6.
Correct.
And then we need Jerry
4.
and Rimbane.
2.
2. All right, no ones. You guys make good time. By the time night falls, you guys make quite a bit of headway, and you do notice that this break off, it almost looks like it's peeling more than it was earlier now, Kaylin. as you guys go into night watch on the ship. But it's much more western now than it is northern.
And this is gonna take us like make it take longer for us to reunite with the Storm Chaser because it keeps going west instead of north.
Yeah, Caspian says if we break off to the due west, we probably only got 1, maybe 2 more days we can head off if we're gonna make it back to the Storm Chaser in a week. We'll pick up heading north though. We'll pick up speed. Yeah.
Well,
Let's do another day and see where we lie. Absolutely. You guys go ahead and split into watches for the night, to see what is going on. We'll do 3 and 3.
Sounds good.
You take night watch.
I mean, I have 120 dark sight, so I'm good with the night.
Yeah, samesies.
Yep. You throw you two, and Caspian will stay up with you because he's usually in the night watch anyway. So, Rimbane and Isaac and Jam, you guys can go into your rest modes, and I need perception checks from the 3 on watch.
Heading down.
Oh, someone just booted down. Shut down. I don't know why I said booted down, but
Isaac walks up to Jam and taps him on the head and goes, I always wondered what he did when he went to sleep.
does this count as distant for advantage?
Yes, absolutely.
21.
21, nice. Vice?
Got a dirty 1.
31! Nice.
That is dirty.
That is dirty. He done did you dirty. Caspian is gonna get an 18. So between Kalen and his spyglass and Caspian, his just genuine nature, Vice is just laying on his back staring at the stars during the watch. You guys have a pretty quiet night. Sailing through. At the halfway point, Caspian goes, yep, I'm done. Goes over and boots Isaac in the butt. And Isaac just opens one of his eyes and goes, I wasn't even sleeping. And he points up at the sky and you see his seagull flying around. Isaac will get up. Jam, I'm sure you only need to sleep for 4 hours or something like that, don't you? Oops.
6.
6? That's exactly, yeah, we'll get 6 hours here, full rest, and then it'll be slow sailing to get the full long rest. But the next Jam and Rimbane perception checks for your guys' watch. I'll roll for Isaac.
I don't have dark vision, so do I roll with disadvantage?
You roll with disadvantage, yep.
Alright, but I have my sentry shield, so it's just
straight roll.
I got a 7.
Yeah, 10. Oh.
7 and 10?
Yeah.
It's still close to morning. It's very dark outside when you guys take your watch. Jam, as you just noticed, with the no dark vision, it's a little hard to see. Just an eerie feeling kind of comes over the ship. You don't quite know what it is. But then Kalen shoots up and his guts are screaming. And I need him to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh god, I forgot.
Just him?
Just him. He's the only one that failed too. Rimbane digested it.
Oh, 17.
17! Oh, alright. Not too
Finally
bad.
Did it.
You managed to dutifully stand up and do the duty without anything transpiring.
Thank the Lord. Okay.
There's a very loud sploosh that hits the side of the deck. But since it's dark, nobody sees the mess that he just made.
Fine.
Nice job.
Now we're fine.
Saved yourself from waking up from a long rest with exhaustion.
Oh, there we go.
Not bad, buddy.
Dysentery's fun.
A little
Or whatever that
dysentery
may
for you.
have
Eat the fruit, he says. Open the door, he says. Alright. So, day comes. You guys move much slower at nighttime, not to risk anything, running into anything. Scatter swords are dangerous. but daylight does begin to break.
I've been able to whip up some biscuits. I don't know what this ship has.
So you got a pretty good load of supplies from Magnus before you guys left. So I'd say go ahead and roll and let's see what we come up with.
17.
17, not bad. How many biscuits do you normally get?
2.
Let's give 4.
Nice. So we all have a biscuit. Well, I guess, yeah. The main cast.
Yep, main cast has biscuits. That's all that matters. These guys aren't doing too bad. They're not the lowest of the low on the boat. Oop, I forgot to actually give his hit points back to him. Isaac's second tier, and he'd be Caspian would be considered a veteran. They should be fine. All right, who's taking the helm today?
I'll avoid it if I can.
I can do it again, but it didn't work out too well last time.
I believe in you.
Alrighty. We did athletics last time.
We did.
We'll do perception this time to just more or less just to try to avoid obstacles, so that way we don't have to worry about running into anything
Nice.
if I fail. 15.
15. That's not bad at all, man. Nice job. Everybody roll d6s.
4.
Got a 4,
At the 6.
and that's a 6.
Thanks.
Oops. Give me 1 second. You say 6, Jam?
Yep.
Nice. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta do a little bit of map modification. No ones, huh?
Hit.
No ones. So you guys would notice as you begin to pick up speed, full sails unfurled, all ways up. Out in the distance, there is on the horizon, instead of being flat like it normally is, straight ahead of you guys, almost a little bit more due west, taking you off the northern route. You see what looks to be just like a hump on the horizon of water. Instead of being flat, there's like this little hump off in the distance. And a quick glance through your spyglass, Jerry, shows you that the ley line is bending and pointing directly that way.
It's a little ominous. I'll inform the crew.
I think you found your Kraken.
There he is. Why did he cut west?
Maybe has something to do with stuff going on under the water.
Maybe right. But the western ley line, the cross section, we passed it weeks ago to the south. It makes no sense. There's nothing over here. We keep going? Or we turn back? We got eyes on.
We've got this far.
Should I message the captain? It's a new dawn. I think the rods are fresh.
Yeah, do that.
What should we say?
You
We
did
found
pretty
it.
well last time.
What do we do next?
Should I inform him about him going in an odd direction?
Yeah, tell him he's going straight west, and we found. I mean, I meant for you to elaborate. I apologize.
Let's see. Found the Kraken going straight west.
Six.
What are your orders?
Your Jam got you 6. There was 2 6s or just one?
No, I got a 6.
Just Jams. Okay, Jam, you're the reason that we even saw this with that 6.
I
thought
got
there
a
were
6
two.
as well.
Yeah,
And
there
so,
were two.
so both of you guys, like, that's a big roll. So you got to be rewarded. That's the only reason you picked it up from this far away.
Found Kraken going straight west. What are your orders? Was there anything else? I'm sorry that he said about it being weird that it's going west.
Well, there ain't nothing over there. There's no main ley line up here. There's not another cross section for, well, to where Captain. We're gonna meet up with Cap.
Going further away from our
No
meeting
cross
place.
sections.
You get off the ley
Yeah.
lines, you start seeing crazy stuff.
It went off a
Like
ley
a Kraken.
line.
Well, the Krakens are, I guess, they have enough pull. They can make their own and go where they please. Like most big, large, legendary monsters. But he was with those mermen, so what's he doing out here?
All right, yep. I'll just message Kind. I'll send. Found the Kraken. It went off the ley line going straight west. There's no cross sections near us. What are your orders?
A much briefer pause than the last one. You get a very immediate response from Captain Kine. He just says, "Nope, that's enough. Get on back."
I will immediately start doing what I can to turn it around while I shout to them that Captain was very quick on the we should get the fuck out.
Well, Kalen will start to help. He's always one to follow orders.
Right, you guys are a seasoned enough crew. Ain't no rules involved with this. Caspian just says, "All right, Captain's orders." Start spinning the wheel. You guys turn about. With your spyglass, you're able to follow the trail off of the break that the Kraken gave you. So you guys have to backtrack slightly. But since you're heading west already, you pretty much straight line cross back into the main ley line. This wasn't that much days travel before you kind of caught up to this, because you guys took a very much faster route to catch up, and you kind of crossed it off in its heading. Let's roll for another leg of travel.
I will mark where we are right now and where we saw the Kraken, just to make sure we have that
Absolutely.
all written down.
Give yourself a little bit of justification for heading this direction, and kind of make a middle point right in between two cross sections on the ley lines. Right, who's taking the helm?
Rimbane, I think it's your turn.
All right, I will use my knowledge of the arcane to kind of try and read the ley lines or try and find them, sense them.
Cool. Arcana. Is that what you're going for?
Yes,
Cool.
if I can.
Yep.
But that's only hold on. Bless
Don't forget your
or
guidance.
guidance.
Yeah.
10,
10.
better than a 7.
Not too bad. Give me some D6s. Everybody else.
5.
Jammer with a 2
Or
and 4. Man, you guys don't roll ones ever, do you?
I'm not
New
sure.
dice.
I'll say as you guys change direction and start heading back towards the captain. Where's the north at? Nope, that direction. Who cares about the compass? You guys cut wind and start making really good time. The wind's at your backs. You don't have to move the sails in any one direction to catch it. It's just straight pushing you from behind. Not a lot going on in this direction. You know, at the point that we're going to roll again, that you would be, if you would have headed straight back the way you came, you'd be passing the pillars at this point. So you're just a little ways out of the main ley line. Caspian turns you guys to a little bit more of a northern heading at this point, trying to intercept the main northern ley line. Branching off really far on the ley lines is very dangerous. Very, very dangerous. But as long as you're near a branch, sometimes you can skirt across those to save some time. So Caspian takes you guys off of the ley line, just kind of trying to cut that corner off. Who's taking the helm today? For the second leg.
I suppose it's my turn. I'll use deception to convince the crew that I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Okay, absolutely. You just start saying words and you see how they respond.
Pull the lever. Tie down the trolley thing. Do the, you know what you're doing. With a 9.
A 9er. Everybody just kind of looks around. All right. And then you see Isaac shake his head like, nope, that's not what that's called. But they know what you're talking about. You're pointing at the right stuff. You're just saying the wrong name.
Go to the portboard side. You know what? You know what you're doing.
Keep it up, boys. D6 is from everybody else.
That's a 6.
6er.
That's a 4.
4. Roll D20 for me. Rimbane.
6.
And a Jerry?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, both you guys roll D100 for me.
Oh, D100.
100. 83.
83.
88.
Oh, wow.
Get beat.
Get beat, dude. Who's 83?
Kalen.
Kalen, you were looking out more north on your guys' northwest path, and you notice what looks to be like a pile of barrels, wooden barrels that are all roped together, floating on top of the water. And it looks to be like there's a piece of canvas laying over the top of it. Not too far off your track that you're on now. And then that was an 88 from Rimbane.
Yes, sir.
Rimbane, you see something that shouldn't be there. You guys are riding a sea creature ley line, heading back towards the main on the cross section. And you swear you see an island sitting out there. And there shouldn't be any islands sitting anywhere that aren't on the ley lines.
Well, that's odd. There's an
Oh,
island
it's
over
over
there.
Yeah, there's a raft over here. Well, it's not a raft, it's barrels, but...
Any idea what's in those barrels?
Caspian,
We're making pretty good time. We could probably scoop the barrels up and go take a peek at whatever that is. If you want.
That sounds good to me.
Check it out.
We could always use more loot.
Yeah, blue balls on that last one.
got blue bells on the last one. See here.
So what do you think? Scoop the barrels up and move on, check it out?
Yep.
I say we give it a shot.
We've been good on time, so yep.
Alright.
No more cracking the chase down. We got time to spare.
Alright, somebody get up front. Somebody tie him off. Somebody get him a hook.
Sounds like manual labor.
You ain't off duty anymore, Vice. Get up. Now it's you, just for saying that.
Ugh. I'll use mage hand as much as possible.
He steers you guys out, and you see just a stack of floating barrels, and every one of them, they're tied with rope, and every one of them, besides the one sitting on top, are marked with 3 X's in black.
Experience tells me it's the good stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask the more experienced crew if they recognize these markings.
Let's see here. Isaac knows what it is. Caspian says, I don't know, could be
Could be explosive. Could be drink.
I could shoot it to make sure it's not explosives.
It's
No.
important to know the difference.
It is very important. That's why I told you to get a hook and not a fireball. Bring it
It's
up,
my
Vice.
fault.
Whatever.
I'll fly out and hook it and fly back.
It takes you a couple trips. These barrels are pretty heavy, but you do notice that the three on top are just sealed, and then they got the wax in the seams. These are secondary precautions for carrying munitions on the water. These barrels are full of air to make them a little bit more buoyant. But you managed to bring them up. Oops, we're gonna grab this. Say after you get rid of the air barrels, this is your haul. You get 6 barrels of gunpowder.
Oh yes. We can set this boat up for a suicide mission for sure now.
From
Isaac
this
starts
point
laughing.
on, there's no smoking.
Yep. Everybody's looking at Rimbane with like this. All right, we continue on. You guys are gonna mosey on towards the next area.
The strange island.
It's a strange island. It's off in the distance, sitting on the horizon. Pure luck that you picked it out. But you start to head that direction. You lose a little bit of sail and you lose a little bit of daylight approaching from this direction. And as the moon begins to rise, you guys find yourself... Well, how close do you guys want to get before you want to roll a perception check?
Say probably 300 feet or so. I don't know.
300?
Or maybe.
Yeah, like a half mile. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, we'll go 300 feet. Give me an... I'm just going off the DC for the distance. Go ahead and somebody roll perception.
We do have the spyglass.
You do.
My strong
Advantage.
suit.
I'll let somebody else will roll with advantage. I'll be right back. I need to grab a key.
Yep, you're good.
Somebody else can
Oh, well.
roll their advantage perception.
Oh, well.
Yeah, go for it, Jim.
At 20.
Nat 20.
Nice.
No.
You guys are just the perceptive guys, aren't you?
I
Jam,
see everything.
I know, right? You see God is staring at you from the sky and goes, "Good job, robot." Yes, Jerry, is that you? You get a good vision on this thing, and it looks to be like a black stone structure sitting on a rocky outcropping that could possibly be an island if the water went down. But it's black stones, and you see like an eerie green glow coming from it. All the vegetation on the island is deceased.
This reminds me of the plot of Dagon.
Not for me with that one.
Unless you played Skyrim.
Oh, is he the cupcake dude?
No, I think Dagon's also in H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you're going, John. I figured. Might not be far off. Yeah, the boat continues to sail in that direction. You guys get a little bit closer, and you see that there are candles lit on the exterior of this. And Caspian pulls the boat up to a full stop.
Well, we seem to be the inquisitive type. We made good time. Go check it out. Might be something valuable.
Had good luck so far. Right, let's go.
You guys enter the foldable boat and paddle your way over. As you get closer, you start to see very, very shallow rocks. It's a good thing Caspian didn't pull up any closer. You could have shredded the bottom of your ship. And it looks to be almost like tide pools that at some point, maybe usually the water's a little lower here. That'd be weird. Anyway, you keep paddling through, you see a couple more rocks, and almost a little offshoot of stone you guys see in front of you as your boat clanks up against the stone. The ominous shrine stands before you.
Oh, jeez.
A message
d-
about some failure on Hellspire.
Oh, did you?
And Jen tried to summon us to a board, but we couldn't find the specified board.
Let me try this. Ooh. Of course, we're gonna get.
How Lovecraftian.
I know, right? Maybe you shouldn't have came here. Let me see. Yeah, it's not letting me summon. I got you guys here. Maybe I'll just move you first. Maybe this will do it. And then I'm gonna switch boards real quick. Back to the Storm Chaser. And back to Ominous Island. And summon.
Error.
Oh, no.
There. Alright, I'm gonna reboot Tail Spiral real quick, boys. Just in case.
Sounds good.
We lost our music, so I'm gonna do some with my mouth. Yeah. It should be coming back up now. Some technical difficulties on Scattered Shores.
Bound to happen.
Yep, we are in beta. Highly functional, but... Alright, you guys are here. I'm gonna go to... here. And then I'm gonna do... this.
Fail.
Another error, huh? Wonder why. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna delete you guys. Well, we had to figure it out one of these days, right?
Yeah.
Let's change this to...
Maybe we need to reload it? Try it.
Yes. Let's give it a weird name. A do. Wonder if it was double reading your uniques, maybe.
Reload Tailspire just in case.
Ice. Ice.
Maybe.
And
Maybe that'll help.
Rimbane. Tell me when you guys are when you guys are back in. I'll pull you. Try to pull you.
A man says waiting on GM.
Everybody else?
Yep, it says waiting on GM.
Waiting on GM? Alright.
Same.
Here we go.
Oh,
Yay!
Nice.
We know stuff.
We got the tools.
We got the tools, we got the skills, we got the something.
Yes.
All right. Now that we're on scene here, it's very the description is exactly what you see: a large, ominous black stone tower, completely bereft of any sort of vegetation, and the vegetation that was here died off long ago. The husks of trees still litter what's exposed of this landscape. The walkway and the surrounding area is broken cobblestone, but the building itself seems to be untouched by time. It's a very strange feeling emanating from this building. You see two figureheads on either side of what looks to be possibly a doorway or a portal of some sort. Both, they look like gargoyles holding their knees, but both of their faces are dangling tentacles with no eyes.
Can I use an Arcana check in any way?
This would fall more into the category of religion than any sort of modern arcana.
Not my strong suit.
Mine either.
Or mine. Even though I
No, not even jams.
In this case, it makes sense.
I'm not proficient, but I have a +2.
You don't have to be proficient to make the check. You just have to be proficient to give somebody advantage on the check.
Alright, I'll try and rattle the old noggin about some religious stuff.
Rattle it up, dude. See what you get.
21.
Jeez.
21!
Goodness.
21. Zach, this is going to be a character choice that you have to make right now with that roll. How much does Rimbane know about the shattering?
Probably, I mean, he was just on an island full of war, and then in a Fey tavern, so probably not a lot.
Okay. I mean, that's an honest answer. With the 21, that's just going to garner you the knowledge that this is completely alien to you. It's the weirdest thing you've ever seen.
Well, it's nothing I've ever heard of before.
If anybody else wants to roll, you can.
Sure, why not?
Hey, can't do better than that.
Hey!
14.
14. What about your guidance? Did you take that?
Oh, yeah, guidance. 15.
Hey, 15. Got that one back. Nice. Jam, a weird circuit pops in your head, and oddly enough, just one word comes across your head. You don't even know why. Maybe you picked it up in one of your meetings or something. Maybe, I don't know. But the Great Old Ones rings out in your head for some reason.
Oh, dear.
What's that?
Probably not something we want to mess with at this point in our career.
I believe we've heard that a lot today.
We should mark this down, though. Add this to the map. Is there like an abscess? Not like a indentation in the disc? Something that could be put in there?
There is. It looks like there's a bowl shape carved in between the two doors. The doors are both half circles, it looks like. In the very center, you cock your head to the side a little bit, but there's some cobwebs covering a shape, but there's definitely an indentation in the center. But cobwebs crisscrossing across the front door. There's something underneath.
I'll brush away at them.
As soon as your hand touches the door, I need you to make a wisdom save, please.
Okay. I'm gonna do it. 13 plus 18.
Jam, you walk up and start scooping off cobwebs. And when you remove them all, you take a step back and you see a complete door. And directly in the center is an orb or an indentation that can, you know, accepts something spherical or half bowl shaped. And then you see just sticking out from every side is almost like a starburst, are tentacles in every direction. And they begin to wiggle. And you turn around to see your friends, and you see that you are standing in a completely black echo chamber. And you hear the drip of water in the back of your mind.
Do we still see Jim?
You guys see Jam standing there with his hand on the door, the cobweb still covering whatever lies underneath.
Oh crap! I think
Well,
it must have been a
Jim.
high DC.
Jam, you look up in the sky and you see thunder, or you hear thunder and you hear or see the crackle of lightning streak across the top. And then another one shoots in the opposite direction underneath. And it slowly coalesces to a lightning strike into the ground. And you see two giant red eyes floating in the sky. They seem a million miles away, then all of a sudden they're right in front of you and you are tiny. And you just hear, "Not worship." And you blink, and
Have
you're
you
back in
heard
front of your
the good
friends.
news?
Almost got it out.
Oh.
A few moments go by, Jam is touching the door, and then he pulls his hand off. The cobweb's still in place. You blink, Jam, and you see that you haven't done anything to this door.
Huh. This is
Well,
not the way
Jam.
it was a few seconds ago.
What do you mean? It hasn't changed.
But I wiped it. I wiped it off, and there were tentacles. And then there was a pair of eyes, and it was looking at me. And I tried to tell him the good news, but then he said not worship. And then I was back here.
So look at the rest of the group and be like, I don't think Jam's doing so hot.
I can try and look at him, see if he's got some circuit short. I'll start like investigating him.
He looks bright as the day.
I'll just give him like an old karaoke bar nudge. And then just,
I don't know what that means.
not a karaoke bar, but like, you know, the karaoke, the jukebox. That's the word I'm looking for.
There we go.
Oh.
For some reason, when you said karaoke bar nudge, I thought like the lady
Yeah.
that sings badly is like moving her shoulders, and people are moving away from her.
Are you
Jukebox
talking like?
nudge.
Are you talking like the Fonzie, where he would when he would hit
Yeah.
the jukebox and use the
Hey.
Yeah. He's doing the
I
fawns.
start. Let's see. I start singing. I rolled a 7. I rolled a 6 on my performance.
6 on your performance, all right. A little bit of grease lightning. And that's all you get.
Can I read these plaques?
You can't.
Because I haven't learned my lesson yet.
Do you speak Abyssal? Anybody who can speak Abyssal can piece together. There's some runes on here that are definitely Abyssal in nature.
I got that one.
Oh, good.
Go ahead and
Check it
roll.
out.
You will have to roll because it is not a language. They are runes. Go ahead and give me a. This can be either history or, I think investigation could play because I like the intelligence factor involved.
Both are terrible.
Sorry, bud.
I can help with investigation. Wow, I don't know the language. Never mind.
I got a nat 1 minus a 1. So 0.
The official first 0 on the campaign, friends.
Not bad.
I'm gonna give you inspiration for that. Vice, that is the first 0 in both campaigns we played together. So I think I've never seen a 0. So you are like, wow, I am not putting this together. But somewhere down the line, you can pull on some inspiration for. You're never gonna feel like this again.
Oh boy.
Do we have like paper or a pen?
Well, I mean, I probably do. I'm sure Rimby does.
Okay, channel divinity to do the knowledge of the ages, and I want to try. I guess proficiency with like I don't know what it would be, what tool would be for this. I want to like be proficient in like copying shit down. I just want to try copying symbols.
Cartography or calligraphy or something like that, or painter's tools. You could use any of those. Absolutely, that rules with the flavor.
I'll write these down, and maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll have someone back on the ship that can.
Figure something out.
Yeah.
All right. You take your parchment up and you grab some charcoal, and you begin to sketch, and you get an inverted version, a black sheet with parchment-colored runes exposed on the other side. Some of them look like they've been detached from each other from weathering, but you get enough of it to definitely bring something back. There's no check involved with that.
All right. Cool.
This one seems a bit above our heads. We call it a day or keep pressing on?
Well, it seems like we need a key, right? We need an orb.
Right. Or some kind of bowl-shaped thing.
Well, I'll do what I do, and I'll just fly around the island real fast just to... Maybe somebody drop the key over here.
Yeah, just do a quick sweep around. Why don't you give me a perception check as you go zipping around the island?
Also bad. Another 0.
Do you have any Christmas? Use your inspiration now.
Oh boy. So what is that? D6?
No, it's advantage at will.
Oh, gotcha.
Basically lucky.
A 3.
That's better. At least it's not a 0. Sometimes you
Jeez.
guys wonder why you send Vice out on these missions. Vice, you go sailing around. This place looks impregnable from all sides. But as you come back around the other side, even with a 3, it's pretty easy to notice that the only other island sitting above water has some disturbed dirt on top of it. All of this stuff is very cobbly and stuck in place, and there's a patch of dirt that looks pretty fresh.
Well, she's sealed up tight, but there's something a little less strange about this island over here. Someone's been digging something. I don't know. I'll just scoop up a rim band against his will and
Whoa!
take him over here with me.
All right. You guys show up on the other side, and it looks to be multiple spots look to have been dug up, but one spot was a little deeper than the other, and it was on the back side of these 2 snag trees. Inside is a strong box, completely made out of iron. It's open, and inside is rocks, sitting atop what looks to be purple velvet.
The rock seems special anyway, like smooth or
They're the rocks
shaped.
that fell out of the dirt when this thing was dug. Look, you could probably piece together that whoever opened this thing up jumped out of the hole in a hurry, and this is the aftermath.
Gotcha. Bubkiss, alright. Well, haven't had the best of luck today. I'd say someone's already been here and taken what we might need.
Seems like somebody really liked this rock.
Is there any footprints or indication of who it might have been?
Roll investigation or survival.
Also terrible.
I can help investigation.
Get advantage of
It's
investigation.
15 or that's 216, so 15.
15. Oh, that's not too bad. There's not a lot of evidence because most of this is like cobblestone that's been moved away and then dug underneath. Like somebody was hunting for something on this little patch of whatever. Specifically, you can put that together for sure. Somebody was looking for this.
I would say that Someone's been by here in somewhat recent history. So, seems to be a hot place. So we mark it on a map and maybe move on. Unless someone's got a better idea.
I'm not against it.
Either.
I know when to cut my losses.
Well, if we're gonna come back to this one later, I think it's time for my bedtime.
All right, boys. So we'll say you guys wrap up this island here. Take notes on the location. You got some charcoal writings, Jam. You guys paddle your way back to the Calm. Once you make your way back on board, everything seems pretty normal. It's getting towards the night. So when we pick up next game, we will be on watch through the night travel. But for a moment, Jam.
Oh no.
When you go into sentry mode this evening, all of your sensors fail, and you're standing in an enormously black echo chamber in ankle-deep black water, and two huge, glaring red eyes open. And that's where we'll come back.
As I was saying, have you heard the good news?
Yes, I love that. Doesn't even skip a beat. Old Jammer. Alright, guys. Thanks for the game tonight. Good session. Got some traveling done. Didn't get into a lot of hairy combat, but where we started could have been a lot worse than it ended up. You guys kind of made a pseudo deal with the gillies. You did track down a kraken, and you found something that is very old, and according to Caspian, shouldn't be here.
Sweet.
Picking up some cargo, got some magic items. So yeah, we'll pick up there with you guys back on the Calm Before the Storm, heading towards your boys on the Storm Chaser.
I love that it was the
future.
What was that, John?
I love that it was the Cthulhu map that was giving the game
The
trouble.
garbage? Oh, it didn't tell me that it wasn't perfect.
It's all coming together.
It is. And right when John was like, "This sounds like Lovecraft." Well, weird. Funny you should say that. All right, boys. We are on schedule for next Friday, same time, same place.
So.
We all sound into that. Cool. All right. Thanks everybody who jumped in on the stream tonight. All my friends and family, love you guys, and anybody else who came in here. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys next Friday, 7 p.m.
Right on. Much peace.
Nighty night.
Later.
Bye-bye.